So.
And do you know who it is? Because I suppose we are so lucky that we get to meet and talk with and have great moments with so many Springboks. But I was so lucky to have a couple of interviews with Joost before his tragic passing. We've just built an incredible relationship in a really crazy phase of his life. And I would have loved to have seen what's going on in South African rugby right now.
Especially right now.
There were some special moments in his own path right then. And we know he carried a lot over that phase. But I would have loved for him to see just where Bok rugby is, where women's rugby is at the moment, kind of the doors that his generation opened. So yeah, I think that would stand out for me. And you?
Oh man, you're just making me think now.
I had an answer.
I was just going to go with something casual like Geo Applon or something cool and chill with all these 300 kids.
He can come too. It's all right. Yeah. Everybody's invited.
But honestly, I think this is something that we need to talk about, Mzansi. So let us know. Come through on that number 0634088863. Use the hashtag Expresso Show and let us know what Springbok is it going to be, past or present. It doesn't matter as long as you've got a great reason. And speaking of great reasons, you've got a great reason to stick around right now because Chris is standing by with the latest when it comes to news headlines. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Jens. 3 minutes after 6. Let's get into those national news headlines first, where a second plane carrying injured South African soldiers from the Democratic Republic of Congo has arrived. A flight carrying 3 critically wounded troops landed Monday night. Now, the soldiers were injured in clashes between M23 rebels and the Congolese army, which also claimed the lives of 14 South African troops last month. It remains unclear how many were on the latest flight or still awaiting repatriation. The National Defence Union estimates around 200 Defence Force members have returned, including 2 pregnant officers. In other national news, police in the Namakwa region have arrested 3 suspects for the illegal possession of endangered plants worth 500,000 rand. Acting on a tip-off, officers stopped a truck travelling from Lillefontein to Kamiskroon and discovered 1,309 rare plants hidden in 30 bags. Now, the suspects, aged 31, 32 and 39, are from the Western Cape and will face charges in court. The truck was seized as part of the investigation. Namakwa District Commissioner Skalk Andrews has vowed to intensify efforts against poaching in the region. In your international news making headlines, Britain has announced a pause on some bilateral aid to Rwanda and imposed diplomatic sanctions due to its involvement in the conflict in neighboring Congo. Now, Rwanda faces global pressure over allegations of supporting the M23 rebel group, which has captured large parts of eastern Congo, including Goma and Bukavu. Kigali denies this, but claims its troops are defending themselves against hostile forces in Congo. Britain will halt high-level attendance at Rwanda events, limit trade, and pause direct aid until progress is made. Meanwhile, a former French surgeon, Joël Le Scornec, 74, is set to stand trial for raping or sexually assaulting nearly 300 patients, including children and unconscious victims. Previously convicted of abusing 4 children, he now faces allegations involving 299 victims between 1989 and 2014. Le Scornec assaulted many patients while they were under anesthesia or even recovering. The victims range from 1 to 70 years old. If convicted, Le Scornec will face up to 20 years in prison. Now, the trial, which includes private testimonies, is set to shock France. And finally, we bring it right home now, where Northwest University celebrated 2 rugby icons by renaming a student residence after Springbok captain, Siya Kolisi, and unveiling the Invictus residence with coach Rassie Erasmus. Kolisi, clearly moved, called it an honor beyond his wildest dreams, urging students to grab every opportunity. Erasmus, always one for a grand entrance, arrived by helicopter before the Varsity Cup match, sharing his hopes for the next generation. NWU President Prof. Bismarck Chibeka praised Kolisi's impact, saying his legacy is about more than rugby. It's about leadership, humility, and uniting a nation. The day was a true celebration of resilience and excellence and the incredible power of sport to bring people together. Such a feel-good story to end off your 6 o'clock news, but let's continue down the realm of sports with Graham bringing you the latest.
Thank you so much, my friend. We start on a rather heartbreaking note this morning. We've been talking about Springboks this morning. Let's focus on one. DHL Stormers and Springbok legend Stephen Kitsoff has officially retired from rugby. That was after his serious neck injury that ultimately ended his career. The 33-year-old, a two-time Rugby World Cup winner with 138 Stormers and 83 Bok caps, underwent surgery but was advised against further play. Stormers coach John Dobson hailed Kitsoff as one of the game's greats, praising his leadership and longevity. And we've got to add, for the contributions he's made here on your feel-good platform, an absolute gem of a human being. And what a servant of rugby. We're going to miss you, big guy. Let's move on to some cricket. And persistent rain and a soaked outfield forced the abandonment of the Proteas Champions Trophy match up against Australia in Rawalpindi without a ball being bowled. So both teams, as a result, take a point, keeping semi-final spots open still. Then England's clash with Afghanistan today is now a knockout fixture. So the Proteas face England this coming Saturday, which could become a must-win match, depending on the results coming out of today. Now, turning to football, Christopher Nkuku and Pedro Neto shone as Chelsea cruised to a 4-0 victory over Southampton, ending a 3-match losing streak. So goals from Nkuku, Neto, Levi Cole and Mark Cucurella securing the Blues' biggest league win since December, and a massive morale booster as well, I'm sure. Chelsea temporarily moved into fourth through Man City and Newcastle. They can still overtake them with wins tonight. It's all about that Champions League berth, and struggling Southampton remain on just 9 points. Not looking good. Now, on to motorsport, and defending MotoGP champion Jorge Martin faces an indefinite spell out that was after surgery on a fractured left hand suffered in training. So already ruled out of the Thailand season opener, the Aprilia rider was still recovering at least from his injury sustained in pre-season testing. Lorenzo Sabatori will replace him in Buriram, with Martin's return uncertain ahead of the March 16 race in Argentina. But we'll certainly watch that space, and clearly getting the care he needs. And that's where we leave our sport for now, albeit the Sevens ladies are stepping into studio in just a moment to talk about the Challengers Series, a massive opportunity for them. So stick around. Right now, let's see how the weather is affecting the issues on the mountain right now. In fact, let's get the latest from Rao.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, and an update on the mountains right now, because Cape Town's firefighters have continued to battle two fires in Table Mountain National Park yesterday as strong winds fueled the blaze. Now, all trails in Newlands, Devil's Peak and Maclear's Beacon remain closed due to fire damage and rockfalls, making them unsafe for hikers. Now, the SA Weather Service has warned that strong winds will persist today, bringing hazardous sea conditions along the Western Cape Coast and the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, meanwhile, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued for severe thunderstorms over parts of the northwest and the northern Cape, with heavy rain, hail and damaging winds expected. Now, for our first part of the morning, it's our sunrise view of the hour, and Janine has come through with an absolute stellar picture. All the way from Durban in 26 degrees Celsius heat, and what an iconic shot. We've got the focus of, it almost looks like Fynbos, but I don't know if you get that in KZN, but a lovely shot indeed as the sun just rises above the horizon there, bringing the beauty of the day, the promise of a magic one, and that's what it's about. I can't thank you enough for this, Janine. Definitely setting the bar for the morning, and that's the reminder to you, Mzansi, to bring it through. Share with us your incredible sunrise view wherever you are in the country, because we'd love to see it. The number's 063 408 8863. For now, though, let's see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
are getting very excited. Why? There is a certain Challenger series that could be opening big doors for our Springbok Sevens ladies. And yes, they are here this morning. You look like this is a roll call for something really, like you did something naughty in the green room or something like that. It's okay. There will be no punishment. No, we love you guys. How are you guys? I'm going to see who's got a microphone. You're not allowed to talk, Nadine, sorry. How are you guys?
Actually, I am perfect. I'm very tired of yesterday's session. I'm kidding. I'm very well, thank you.
You are allowed to be tired after these kind of sessions. We would be absolutely exhausted, and we might even take you inside one of those sessions. We're going to do a little bit of fitness and, of course, find out about the doors, yes, that are opening for this incredible team based on the hard work. Like yesterday, we'll open that window in just a moment. See you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think you can see we are buzzing this morning, and with good reason. We are joined by some of our absolute favourites, our Springbok Women's Sevens. Well, first of all, captain and most capped player, Mathurin Simmers, alongside Nadine Ruiz and Zintle Mpupa as they gear up for a vitally important HSBC Sevens Challenger Series here in Cape Town. And with some amazing home support, I am told behind them they are ready to chase World Series qualification. It means a lot. So let's find out how the ladies are doing after we've given them a massive round of applause just for being here this early. Thank you, Ryle, for being our live studio audience. I wish we had more people sitting here. But you will have a hometown advantage. You will have some very enthusiastic locals behind you. I heard Athlone Stadium, it doesn't play around, which is great. Matthew, I'm going to start with you, as we have to, because you're the captain, and I think you've been thrown under the bus so many times by this team. But you must be so excited about where the team is right now. You've walked so many of the hard yards. Does it feel like things are shifting? Fill us in on where this beautiful team is right now.
Well, thanks for having us, firstly.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, the team is doing quite well. We've been preparing for a while now. We got some of the 15th ladies back into the team. So we're quite on a roll. So we had a few games against the Rhinos and Czech Republic. So we're finding our feet and we're finding the 15th ladies slotting into the team nicely. And like leading this team is quite an honor. These ladies coming back, leadership, making my role easier to lead the team. So it's quite amazing, and the team is really doing well.
You guys are looking strong. I say this to you every time I see you, Nadine, because you introduced me to women's sport in a different way. We had a gym training session. I did the circle of death thing. I don't know if it's still called that, if even allowed to call something that in this day and age. But it was a massive, massive eye-opener for me to see what you've done since then, because you were probably still in school, I think, at that stage. This is now your third Challenger Series. Your expectations must have shifted dramatically now. What's the focus here? Obviously, the wins are what we need, but the team must be working towards a different kind of goal now.
Yeah, I think obviously the goal is always, to win. And a Challenger Series comes with a different type of pressure.
Yeah.
It's not like you're on the World Series, so... And obviously, it's also different on the World Series, and each tournament is different. The way you approach it, the way you prepare for it. But I think for us, our focus is on that first game against Hong Kong, China, as we believe, that game sets the standard and the tone for the rest of the tournament. So we believe that our preparation for that first game is really important. So, we can start off well and hopefully carry that whole process, and get the result at the end of the day.
Because there must be so much mental momentum needed in these. If you take them a step, maybe they can press the button and you come back even harder. But it's such an unforgiving game. Even in these kind of tournaments, the margins are still so ridiculously small. But now there's the added pressure of the hopes and dreams of the nation on your shoulders. Do you feel that kind of pressure that we put on you guys? Obviously, you've got great hometown advantage now, but it's not just to have them there for you, it's to have you there for them. We need young girls to see you guys play live and in action. Do you feel that kind of pressure, or does it just light the fire?
Definitely, it's a lot of pressure, but I think I'm quite privileged to have that pressure, actually.
I like that.
Yeah, to just carry your whole country and not just represent yourself, and knowing that every time when you run onto that field, everyone is really looking up to you, and the system itself as well, the young girls back at home, and the people that couldn't make their squad as well. It's something bigger than yourself every time we go on.
Oh, completely.
And yeah, it's just a privilege to have that pressure, basically, and it's just what we want to do each and every day when we go onto the field.
I thought I was going to burst out crying seeing you this morning, funny enough, but I think you might get that award today. But there is so much emotion involved in it, and I really do get it, because you guys work so unbelievably hard to earn these opportunities. I was going to ask you to do a little fashion show, because we have a piece of fashion. Nathan, if you can please reveal the beautiful, and is it signed? Yes, all the signatures are there already. Just look at that. It looks beautiful, yes, but those signatures are what we are after. If you guys want to just take one step closer to this amazing team, we have an opportunity. The competition is there for you. Now, if you'd like to win a signed Springbok Women's Sevens jersey, this very jersey, you've got to answer this following question. Who is your favorite player in the Women's Springbok Sevens team? Okay, we're not going to read your answers while they're actually here. That would be a little bit rude. In case it's just, not any one of these three, but you can post your answers via Expresso social platforms, please. And you have up until the 12 p.m. on the 28th of February, so not a lot of time. We are going to get a lot of entries for this one, so make yours good. And all the best of luck. And don't forget to include that all-important hashtag BokWomen's7s, and you can find the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Have you guys decided who's doing fitness this morning for us?
Nadine.
It's always you. It is always you, and with good reason. We're going to get into a little bit of fitness as well and continue to find out about the journey and massive opportunity of the Challengers Series. But so good to have the Sevens ladies in studio. Crack of dawn. They are here, not for me, for you, because the hopes of the nation rest on their shoulders. No, not so much.
The pressure is real. Well, listen, no pressure on you, except just a little bit, because you could actually stand a chance to win millions by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand. And that's in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. That's today, okay? So don't get left behind. Play Lotto for an estimated 10 million, but then you got Lotto Plus 1 for 7 million and Lotto Plus 2 for 6 million rand today. How do you get your hands on some tickets? Well, you buy them in store, or you head to National Lottery Country.co.za. There is the mobile app. There is, of course, cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 hash, and that is for USSD. Now, of course, we would never leave you waiting and wanting. All the details are on our Expresso social media pages. Check them out, check the girls out, and then make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big with Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So all you have to do is play now. And somebody that I am curious to hear what he's playing and getting up to is Ryle. What's still to come, Ryle?
We got a whole lot of fitness coming at you this morning. Firstly, we got the plug in terms of getting you the gear you need to get your fitness on, and that's going to be happening in just a bit. But then also, once we got the gear, we need to move, and that means you, Chris, are going to be moving with our pros in the building, and Dean Roos is going to be taking you through a stellar workout, and you can train like the women's sevens rugby players. So if you're ready for that, then I hope you have an exceptional morning to get into, because we got movement coming at you in all sorts. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you around the corner.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, as promised, we've got you covered when it comes to movement, and especially when it comes to wellness, because I think it's all about making consistent choices that add up to a healthier you. And with Game's unbeatable deals, getting started has never been easier or more affordable. So whether you're tracking your progress or getting your steps in, we've got something for everybody. Isn't that right, G-Man?
Yeah, you talk for like 30 seconds and you drop a fitness bomb. Can't
help it, man.
And there it is, man.
Just the
Consistency
season.
is key. So let's see what we can use to help us achieve that. Let's talk a little bit of wellness with the perfect companion, the Samsung Galaxy Fit 3 smartwatch. It looks great. It is super functional, sleek beauty, and it tracks your heart rate, your sleep, the steps that you are taking to keep you accountable, and it is very accessible. 1,299 Rand.
Wow,
That's
that is
very good.
so affordable.
Yeah, that is really, really great. And it does a lot. It packs quite a punch. So whether you're crushing a workout or just making sure that you hit your daily movement goals, see how many steps we take across the studio, perfect, man.
All right, so we've got a tracker, but now we've got to move, right? So let's first talk about strength.
All right.
You want to get some strength training on? Well, we've got you covered. There's the Trojan 15 kg rubber hex dumbbell for just 599 Rand, and it's designed for stability and comfort, helping you sculpt those arms, shoulders, and core. Plus, the hex shape means no rolling away mid-workout. And let me tell you, with the hex shape, there's so much creativity you can have with your workouts.
Push-ups,
devil's presses,
yes.
you know, some really, really functional stuff. So these are awesome, and they really, really are durable.
And I was thinking about it, 15 kgs is quite a good weight to have.
That's a
It
good
kind of
weight.
takes you both sides.
Yeah.
You can do high reps. You can
do some things.
feel it after a workout.
It is a sweet spot, definitely. And for
I
that
like
price
that.
as well, it's like a whole gym almost if you get creative enough.
Absolutely love that, my friend. So why wellness matters, of course? Well, it's the importance of maintaining active and a balanced lifestyle, no matter what your fitness level is. Don't let the idea of who you could be, like a Springbok Sevens rugby
don't
player,
let
for
that intimidate
instance, scare you off, because they have followed a process that is available to all of
Absolutely.
us. Just start moving.
Let's remember the most important thing is that every single person out there had to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Just like your Nadine Roos that you're going to see later, she had to start somewhere. Just like the rest of you that are starting your journey right now, you got to start somewhere. And what better somewhere than right here, right now? This is your moment. Take it, grab it, and start walking, and maybe walk away into a treadmill.
Or even
right?
jogging, just a little bit. I love that.
Yeah, this thing is awesome, man. It's a walking pad treadmill. It's so convenient.
What?
These are trending at the moment because it doesn't take up as much space, but it gives you that option of if it's cold outside, you don't have the time or the safety, you are sorted. And at only 3,999 Rand, that's like everything that you'd want in a bundle and more. So you can do it while you're working, while you're watching TV, scrolling through your phone. It's giving you bang for your buck like you can't
You
believe.
could do the moonwalk on it, and no one's going to know because
Who's
the
gonna
handles aren't
practice?
there. You can just gotta do it. I like that.
I'm thinking of like creative videos we could make with that. Oh, okay. Let's not get ahead of
Who would have
ourselves here.
thought that the handles on a treadmill cost so much, man? That is an unbelievable, jokes aside,
Yeah.
a really, really good price. Now, this one is for the fun lovers. The Trojan 97-centimeter mini trampoline is an amazing way to improve your balance, your coordination, that proprioception, get in the cardio without feeling like you are doing a workout. It just feels like you are playing, really, like a 5-year-old child. And at just $7.99, that is a brilliant deal. We've heard a lot about rebounding. In fact, astronauts use that kind of vibe to train their bodies and counteract the lack of gravity.
And rebound training, we've done on the show before. It is so good for you. The joints, your muscles, the time under tension, while having fun.
Why did you suddenly start sounding like an 8-year-old man when you said the joints?
Well, we're getting to that age, okay? If I must be honest. But listen, I think we all are looking for fun ways to get fit, and I think this is exactly what it's about. These are exceptionally well priced, man. This is like a small budget, but it's going to give you everything you need for the entire season to get your fitness goals on. And I think whether you're a beginner or a seasoned fitness pro, Game definitely has got the gear, the gadgets, and the supplements to support your wellness journey. So all you got to do is head over to your nearest store and shop online at game.co.za. And I think it really is time to take charge of your health and run your game.
Bombs. Bombs.
All right, it is time. Let's get into this without holding anything back. They said they would put me through the works, and I'm ready for it. I've got Zintle and Nadine with me because we're going to be talking about sports and rugby. Don't mind that I've got a tennis top on. I might have got my wires crossed a little bit, but we're going to get into sports regardless. Ladies, welcome to this segment of the show. I'm really excited to get into this because we're going to test things like endurance and strength and mobility maybe. So what are we doing?
So we'll do a bit of, obviously we only have dumbbells and kettlebells, so it's more a functional side of like what we do, like cleans, snatches, kettlebell swings, and then obviously a bit of core as well.
Nice.
You know, as a rugby player, core is really important.
Yeah.
As it gives you a lot of stability all around.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm excited. Zinte, you want to give me any advice before we get into this?
I'm just trying to keep up, yeah.
Oh, okay, challenge accepted. Try to keep up. Let's go, ladies. Where do we begin?
Okay, so we will start with deadlifts.
Okay.
So obviously, feet nice and close, dumbbells on the side, kettlebells on the side. So we'll just go down. Obviously, nice posture with the back. Yeah, so we'll do 8 of those.
So my weights are like 2 kilograms each. So I think we gotta, you know, we all gotta start somewhere.
And then from there, we'll do hang clean. So obviously with the kettlebells a bit different, just that catch obviously. But yeah, still feet a bit shoulder width apart, and then just down and then clean.
How do we do it with these?
So the dumbbells are obviously a lot easier as the kettlebells, as you just go like almost like a curl and you just clean it, perfectly.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Few reps of those.
Zinte, why are you laughing? You better not be laughing at me.
The weights are so heavy. Oh my goodness.
Oh, very heavy.
Wait, so what do you guys usually do weights with?
I'm not
What-
sweating yet.
Because you've also got the 2 kilos, no?
No, we go 10 and up. So with the dumbbells.
10 and up, okay.
yeah.
And that's an easy day, right? Yeah.
From here, we'll just go shoulder presses. So obviously a dip and a drive, just to get the,
Dip and drive.
yeah. Obviously lighter weights, you go more strict press. But heavier, you want that.
Okay, and what are we working here? The arms?
Well, obviously standing, your core needs to be activated.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly working the shoulders and the arms, yeah.
Okay, all I'm saying is that I'm keeping up with y'all, so I'm just putting it out there. All right, what's next?
The kettlebell swings, so obviously we only have 2.
Right,
But
you can put us to work.
okay.
Come, you can be our coach.
Okay.
You can actually also use a dumbbell,
Okay.
of course, with the head. So you just hold the head and then you just swing the dumbbell. But yeah, obviously when you go back, get the hammies and the glutes activated. Also not breaking your back, but just keeping the back nice and neutral and all the way up.
So form is really important here.
Yeah.
Well, in everything, I guess. Zinte, why are you laughing over there? I need to know what the joke is.
It's no joke at all.
Isn't it?
Very, very heavy.
You can't even handle it.
Yeah, and then from there, obviously a bit of squats. You know, as rugby players, we also squat a lot. We
Yeah.
just do front and back squats, but if you have a dumbbell or kettlebell, that's perfect also for like a goblet squat, just holding the weights at the front. Make sure your knees track over your toes, all the way down and up. Yes. Cool.
Okay, so we hold like this.
Yeah.
Are you gonna manage? Squats are great. I feel like a lot of women are quite strong in their legs as opposed to upper body. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, that's true. Most of
Like
the
you have to
players-
build the upper body a bit more, no?
Yeah, I think,
woman,
yeah. Mainly some women are obviously stronger lower body.
Yeah.
I also just think how women are built, but
Right.
I think obviously as women we need to work hard on
Why are
our-
you stopping? Why are you stopping?
oh,
What's going on
sorry,
now, Rizzy?
sorry.
What's happening?
Just taking a break. This is the only place where we can take a break.
Right.
So,
So take advantage.
yes. Cool.
Lovely.
And then of course, for core stability, something very light. You can get on your back, just with the dumbbells as well. So 2 in each hand, and then just straightening opposite arm,
Okay.
opposite leg.
So you want to show us?
Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah.
So on your back, and then so just down.
Oh, the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that gives you a nice activation of the core.
It does. Oh, you're handing them to me.
Yes.
But listen, I just was told that we're wrapping, so look at that.
Okay.
That is so good. Okay, my director said I gotta try it. Okay, so we're going down. I've got a pack on my
So
back.
yeah, legs 90.
Where did arms go? Out?
Straight arms
Yeah,
first.
so this one stays at the top, there, and then when you come back up, so
Oh my
it
gosh,
stays
this requires so much coordination. Did I get it?
Yes, that's good.
Definitely.
Okay, well, I'll keep practicing and doing that a little bit more. Expresso fam, I hope that you are on the floor along with me, just trying this out. A workout for athletes like you and I are, but for now, let's take just a quick break for me to catch my breath too, and I'll keep on going, I guess. Let's do this.
Very, very proud. I think we dodged a bullet this morning, and she's still doing the dead bug. That's what you do. To understand the movement, you've got to just think dead bug, dead bug. She's absolutely smashing it. Of course, we need a soundtrack to this kind of awesomeness, and Erin Elliott is here. She's going to rock out. If the sound checks are anything to go by, we are going a little bit crazy.
Yeah, we
Cannot
are.
wait.
I'm so here for this. And also the fact that it doesn't stop there, because we've still got a lot to discuss. It's not just Erin, but also the fact that we've got a lot coming through on your Feel Good Breakfast show, Mzansi. What are you waiting for? Grant Hines also stepped in the building. It's game time, and the theme clearly is rugby. So Rugby 25 is coming at you. Let's see how this man does. Ooh.
Only you can make my day.
Hey guys, we're at Songhouse, South Africa in Cape Town.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we reconnect with our performer this morning, and we are very excited to have Erin Elliott back in the house. She is a pop rock artist who is ready to rock out today. I think there's a vibe. She recently released a brand new single, All I Want. We are here for that powerful anthem, tackling body image and self-worth. I think we need a little listen.
I don't wanna cringe every time that I see my reflection in a shop window, trying to pick out an itty-bitty dress, but I get in a silly little mess. I don't wanna go to the beach, I don't wanna feel those eyes on me, but I'm hot as hell in my XLT. She's hot as hell in a bikini. When the weight of your body holds the weight of the world, is that what it feels like to be a girl? When you're waiting for perfect
get a massive round of applause. Aaron Elliott in the house. Oh, well done to my one-man studio audience today. Ryle, I love you, guy. You are absolutely smashing it. Oh, there are so many jumping-off points, things I want to catch up with, because you have been doing a lot.
A lot.
First of all, how are you? Judging by the energy in the sound checks alone, you are rocking it. How are you doing,
I'm
my
really
friend?
good. I'm excited to be here again. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for shouting that message. As I was doing your little intro there, I was thinking of my daughter, who is about to turn 5.
Okay.
Absolutely just locked into an image of herself in a shop window and just tossing her hair and and she was so happy and comfortable with what she was looking at. When does that change? Why do you have to write a song about this? Because a lot has gone into this moment. Why this?
I think there's so many factors that impact us as women and make us feel and think that way.
Believe that nonsense.
Yes, but obviously social media is that's a massive thing. And for me, if you listen to the words of the song, it's actually, I'm making fun of myself. Like, I wanted to write a song about body image, but it kept on coming out really sad, and that's not what I wanted to create. I wanted it to be... Yeah, I didn't want it to be sad. So if you listen to the tone of it, it's actually making fun of us and making fun of myself for feeling that way and thinking those things.
Take the edge off. I absolutely love that, because often it does feel very big, and it's one of those gateways, unfortunately, if your self-image is tarnished, it's a gateway you can't sidestep at the start of your day and just ignore. It's there, it's ever present.
Exactly.
So I love that kind of energy, and of course you've got to set an example now. You're not just talking the talk, you've got to walk it. You're a parent, you're a business owner, you're a leader within your own life. How do you get that right? How do you even find the time to create an album?
I don't know. I think for the people that are close to me, they know that this is just part of my personality. I have a lot of capacity. I have undiagnosed ADHD, which is all in my mind. I have to have multiple things going on, and I think there's this belief and this limiting belief that, especially as women, that we have, that you can only do one thing.
Oh, for sure.
So when I started doing music, actually when I was here a year ago, just over a year ago, I said to you and Carl, I'm like, don't bring up my business, don't bring up my kids. Like,
talk about
I only want to talk about music. Like, this is music. And I felt like being a musician was taking credibility away from my ability to be a CEO. And in business, I didn't want anyone to know that I was doing music, because I felt like I was losing credibility
as
a
but
businesswoman.
5 imposter syndromes all at the same time.
So I didn't want to blend them. And it was Majosi who I spoke to, and he said to me, Erin, you should just embrace this. You should just completely, this is what makes you different. This is what makes you special. And as soon as I started doing that, people started connecting with me on a whole different level. And
Brilliant.
I've just really loved connecting with people over my music, and the fact that I'm doing all of these things, which seems crazy. I'm very tired, but I'm doing
proud,
it.
and hopefully proud of yourself, because it is quite a bar to set yourself, but you can only be professionally yourself.
Exactly.
And the music is good, which has got to be the first indication that you've hit on something amazing. But this is an idea you're propagating. I think you understand not all of us have access to the emotional understanding, which is why we get so much from your music and we can process. With a project like Songhouse, to be able to work within that space, to use this creative art to make some fundamental shifts within people's lives. Talk us through that partnership and how it plays out.
Yeah, so I went to Nashville last year in May, and I got into the Songhouse camps there, which was incredible. There was 12 artists, mostly American. I was the only one from South Africa, the only one from anywhere else in the world, and it was just a life-changing week.
Brilliant.
And we wrote so many songs, I learnt so much, and when I left, Tyler, the founder of Songhouse, said he saw something in me and he wanted to see if I could take this concept, what could we do in South Africa?
Well done.
And we did, and it was absolutely incredible. And we actually just had another one this past weekend. We had our second Songhouse session with 9 artists who didn't know each other, and we wrote 9 songs in the morning, performed them in the afternoon, and we're going to be posting those on social media, and it's just been a really, really incredible experience.
And you talk about those gateways. What have you created with just that? That is amazing. New record deal. When you're signing up with the likes of Sony, you know you are doing something absolutely right.
Yes.
It is so awesome to have you back here. Considering where you were a year ago to what you are doing now, is just mind-blowing. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
My friend, all of this is blah, blah, blah compared to the music you don't understand. We will be rocking out just a little bit this morning, and of course some private performances coming to your living room today. We absolutely love you for being here. Thank you so much, my friend.
Oh, yes, it's going to be a rocking day indeed. So let's carry on and let's rock on into some game time because the man himself, Grant Hines, is in the building. And I think if you love gaming and rugby, then you are in for a treat because Rugby 25 has just dropped. Now, it's promising to be a better game in terms of gameplay, bigger teams, and more immersive experiences. But joining us, of course, to discover whether or not this is the truth, we've got our tech enthusiast, Grant Hines, in the building to take us through its paces, bro. How you doing?
I'm great, because I know that there are a lot of people that care about this game watching this. They're like, they stopped eating their cereal going, rugby?
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
Because, listen, we played it in the past. We're hoping that it could be a little bit better. It was a lot of fun, but listen, rugby is taking the world over by storm. And if you look at the rivalries that are going on, everyone would love to get involved in the game. So talk to me about it, man. What's happening?
The first gripe I have with it is that we're only 90, which is obviously
But we spoke about this. It's rated out of 90, isn't it?
It must be.
It has to be.
There's got to be max score there because everybody else is like 88.
Namibia over here was 71, I see.
So you must choose. Who are you going to play as?
Oh, so you're going to be South Africa.
Of course.
I think the top teams right now, it's Ireland, New Zealand, and France.
So let's come. Choose.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, yeah, come.
Wait, should we switch controls?
Oh, yeah, let's switch controls. I gave you the wrong one.
Yeah, that one. I'm going to choose my team. Guys, should I go with Namibia? I don't know. Let's go with something crazy. I'll go with...
You know what I mean? Like...
New Zealand. He's trying to get in my head. Let's go old school, the rivalry. You know? All right, so while we choose the teams, and I see that we've got some realistic looking... That was definitely Sia Khaleesi over there, right?
Yeah, that's Sia.
Okay, players look real. We've got options when it comes to the match settings.
Yeah, so you can play like a full 40-minute half if you want to.
Oh, that's like real time, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But let's just go into it because I want to... There are problems with this game.
Okay.
But... I think it's one of those things that doesn't get the same amount of funding as an NFL or a FIFA.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the kind of problem that we face
with
the rugby season.
I'm dying to know if it's going to give me that rugby feel, though, because I think fans around are going to want to have more of an immersive experience. I'm going to want to be a part of the game.
I think it's more stop and start than... It feels more stop and start than real rugby. There's a lot of flow to real rugby. And I also wish they had more South African commentators.
Oh, yeah.
That watching this,
that always makes it authentic. Can you imagine? Okay.
But the graphics actually are pretty decent, especially when these ones. Okay, let's just get straight. I want to see some rugby playing.
All right. Oh, here's our boy.
And obviously, we're playing 4K. We're playing on a PlayStation 5. When you kick, you do have some control over... Oh, there we go.
Okay, so you're just changing the range on your kick now, right?
Yeah, so we're going, but you can feel that it does feel a little bit slow, and that's probably intentional. And now to get into the ruck, we have to press the circle, so get into, there we go. And then we pass down the line.
Oh, it's a breakaway!
You cannot beat me. It is a very challenging game, especially if you're coming from a title like NBA or FIFA. Are you offside?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm going to kick to touch.
No.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're getting tuned.
I am. I think it was a bit of an obstruction there.
So yes, it's not the perfect rugby game, but it's the only rugby game we're getting at the moment. And I think that we are living in an era where there is going to be... Let's see if I can get this over. Do you think I can get this over?
I think you can, man. This guy's range is pretty simple.
You went for
no! You're supposed to kick for a line out there.
Okay, I've got a story for you. I did this. I played under 14 rugby at school. And we were 1 point down, and it was in the last movement. And I did the exact same thing, but I didn't know you had to drop it over.
Are you serious?
So I just punted it over, and I was like, yes, it's lying in the rain. I was like, we did it. And the whole team went at me like, what are you doing? It's the end of the game. We lost. I can't believe I did that.
We're living some childhood traumas here, but I think if you didn't understand the game, this is probably a nice way to figure it out.
Did you play rugby at school?
I did a little bit, man. I had some speed. Right, so I need a tackle contest. Come on, boy.
Passing it down the line.
Oh. Passing down the line. Tackle him. Come on, tackle. Yes.
But one of the things that I'm very excited about was that, even yesterday, I had problems with the game. You got to get it out the ruck, eh?
I'm trying to steal this thing. I'm holding it.
Use it or lose it.
Come on. Come on.
Left bumper. There we go. You've lost it. So this is passing down the line. Your L1, L2s.
Oh, right? Okay.
So
trying to find that one. All right.
I had some problems with it. It was feeling a little laggy. And even this morning, the developers have dropped an update that improved the control lag. And that's the brilliant thing about games right now. The games are being treated more as a service. Let's get into the ruck.
Okay, so we're going to use L2 and R2 to find... Oh, to get your balance.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Come on, get the hook. Get the hook.
Okay, good. Okay, now.
Surely against South Africa in a scrum. Come on.
So I think that let's do another scrum. Let's try.
Nice.
Oh wait, no. We'll see what.
Now, this is going to be interesting for me because obviously learning the game from this perspective is a little bit difficult. Even if you do have rugby skills, and I think almost an interception. What's going to be interesting is the fact that our SA Rugby Sevens ladies are out here and they're going to be going up against you, Grant, seeing if they can take their physical skills and
I've
turn
got a
it to
fun
electric.
fact for you.
Yeah?
1 in 8 men think that they can actually score a point against Serena Williams in a game of tennis. I don't think I could even return the ball.
Well,
so I think it's going to be the same thing here.
It's going to be interesting indeed. And of course, if you want to find out if this game is a hit or if it's being sent to the sin bin, then you want to get involved in this one too. But you can find out a little bit later what Grant Hines is capable of. Can he represent Team Expresso against our Springbok Women's Sevens team as they take on Rugby 25? Well, you got to stick around and find out. Carissa, what do you think so far? Come on.
Oh, I'm thinking that you should take them on because if Grant is one of the 8 men that also have the audacity, then we're going to see how this plays out. I can't wait to see you take on them. The pros take on the amateurs. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out there, all right? And then not only that, we're also going to test their skills in the kitchen because Chef Kelly's in the building for the culinary hotline bling. I'll take it. It was a bit delayed, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll get into all of that goodness and deliciousness straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And as you can see, there's so much fun being had right now as we get into Rugby 25. And Grant Hines put out a challenge to our Springboks Women's Sevens ladies to see if they can don the green and gold against him, but in another weird way, on another different type of a field, and that's in the E-universe. So we've got professional rugby players right here in the house. We've got Grant Hines. They're going to be going head-to-head. So the question is, will his gaming skills hold up, or is he about to get tackled?
Let's go!
Oh, tackle, solid! Buffett coming through with a solid tackle. All right, so what's happening, guys?
I don't know.
Man, I can't.
Seriously, that was like...
Zidlin, this is the kind of tackles that you'd make on the field in real life? I can see you doing something like this.
This is
school rugby. Solid tackle coming in.
Feeling ball.
Okay.
Clean.
Matthew, on New Zealand.
I don't know which team I am.
I think you New Zealand. Grant is Springboks, just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm Springboks.
Yes, Grant's Springboks.
These are real Springboks.
So you are the enemy right now,
the virtual
actually.
Springboks. Okay,
go
I'm
on.
getting into
Make
the
a
ruck.
move.
I'm going, passing it down the line. I've got to make sure that I can get it.
Come on, solid tackle. Yes, please.
Got to get back into that ruck.
Yes.
I need to learn the strategies because I'm so bad at rugby. Okay, why are they getting... Are we on the 20? We're the quarter line, right?
Thank you. Still the ball.
So I think I'm gonna
Get him, Matthew. You got to tackle him. Come on. Oh, yes. Solid.
unacceptable. Oh no!
Oh, snap.
Yes, right. Yes!
Yeah! Matthew, push circle.
Circle.
I think
Circle to get, you'll bind in the ruck.
Press circle to get everybody into the ruck.
Yeah. Next tackle, press circle, you'll bind in the ruck.
Oh,
solid.
Gotta get out of here. Yes! This would be great. Okay, I've got to score. Now you got possession.
Okay, somehow, while Matthew is playing, Nadine, Zindle, you got to try to concentrate here. Okay, I need to find out from you while this case is going on. Who's the most competitive around you guys when it comes to the team?
Sorry?
Who's the most competitive out of all the women in the sevens team?
Nadine.
Nadine! Okay, I got that. And I was watching you guys doing a little bit of fitness earlier. You were talking about some weights with deadlifting and stuff. Does anybody hold like a record for like the strongest deadlift in your team by any chance?
Nadine.
Nadine again. What's the number?
I actually don't know. I need to go look on my app.
It's just too many discs.
Too many
bar.
weights.
I love Matthew. How's it going there? Oh! Your defense is incredible.
I'm on the 22.
A reminder.
Get it.
Come on, Matthew. Take him down. Yes! Ron Hines is edging closer and closer to the line. But clearly, Matthew is showing you the defensive brows.
Okay, wait.
On the line. Come on, hold up.
Yes! Well played.
Ron Hines comes through.
GG, well played.
Matthew, playing this game compared to the real one, how does it feel? Can you feel like you're still involved in the game a little bit?
Wait,
Do you
we're
feel
going
like
to
you're
actually try.
It's a bit frustrating because you can't like get your hands on the ball and I'm getting
Watch this dive unnecessarily.
But I would imagine if you knew the controls more, it'll make it a little bit easier, yeah?
100%.
But do you think actually this could help with strategy development?
100%. You can get your running lines, you can actually game plan and what you want to achieve out of your game.
Because I feel that a lot of people that watch sport that don't understand sport,
100%.
because they're not involved,
Yeah.
they just spectate, oh, these people are just kicking a ball. But as soon as you pick up a game controller and you're not athletic,
Yeah.
you can start seeing the strategy, the whole game starts coming together. You go, oh, we need this kind of player on flank. We need this kind of player like on the wing, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, can I convert?
You have to. You have one of the greatest kickers in the world. Come on.
Can I chase?
While we stand by to see if Grant Hines can make this conversion.
Oh, no!
He's going for it. Is he going to get it? Oh! Whoa. The pressure got him clearly. But guys, in Grant Hines' defense, he's going up against Springbok's women's sevens players right here, and that's daunting enough as it is, so no one's going to blame you for that, man. The pressure was on. But ladies, thank you so much for sharing your talents with us, sharing your skills, and obviously just being here so that we can be a part of your journey, because we absolutely celebrate everything that you're doing and wishing you nothing but the best for your season. We love you. And with that, Mzansi, obviously, get involved in this game. Go support these incredible women as they inspire us and take on the world. And right now, we're going to present the world to you in the form of news headlines. Carissa standing by with the latest. Come on, Grant. Revenge.
Thank you so much, Raul. I mean, even Sia Khaleesi looked disappointed there, but it's all right, Grant. We'll give you another shot. But now, though, let's get into your national news headlines first, where the High Court in Johannesburg convicted 7 Chinese nationals and their company for various crimes at Village Deep. Now, the accused face 160 charges, including human trafficking, labor violations, and occupational safety breaches. Police raided an illegal factory, revealing that between 2017 and 2019, the accused operated Beautiful City Pty Ltd, exploiting 91 undocumented Malawian nationals, including minors. Now, the victims were forced to work long hours under dangerous conditions. Judge Mhango found the accused guilty, with sentencing scheduled for the 7th of March. In other national news, a second plane carrying injured South African soldiers from the Democratic Republic of Congo has arrived. A flight carrying 3 critically wounded troops landed Monday night. Now, the soldiers were injured in clashes between M23 rebels and the Congolese army, which also claimed the lives of 14 South African troops last month. It remains unclear how many were on the latest flight or still awaiting repatriation. The National Defence Union estimates around 200 Defence Force members have returned, including 2 pregnant officers. Now, taking a look further afield at your international news making headlines, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced that the UK will increase its defence spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2027, up from the current 2.3%. This will mean an additional £13.4 billion per year, marking the largest sustained rise in defence spending since the Cold War. The increase will be funded by reducing foreign and aid spending from 0.5% to 0.3% of national income. The announcement comes ahead of Starmer's meeting with US President Donald Trump, who urged NATO members to boost defence spending. Meanwhile, Britain has announced a pause on some bilateral aid to Rwanda and imposed diplomatic sanctions due to its involvement in the conflict in neighbouring Congo. Rwanda faces global pressure over allegations of supporting the M23 rebel group, which has captured large parts of eastern Congo, including Goma and Bukavu. Kigali denies this, but claims its troops are defending themselves against hostile forces in Congo. Britain will halt high-level attendance at Rwanda events, limit trade, and pause direct aid until progress is made. And finally, sticking in the UK, but perhaps touching on a peculiar trend which has taken root that side, it is upside-down houses. Now, these whimsical attractions let visitors step into a world where tables, beds, and even toilets dangle from the ceiling. The latest edition in Bristol marks the 12th such house since the first one flipped expectations in Bournemouth in 2018. Painted in bright hues, each house offers gravity-defying photo ops and also seasonal themes, from haunted Halloween horrors to festive Santa grottos. Proceeds from ticket sales even support local charities, which is great news. With upside-down homes now popping up in France, Germany and Australia, one can't help but wonder, will South Africa be the next to turn things on its head? Well, I definitely look forward to seeing all of that. Well, that's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's delve into some sports. Here's the latest.
With the rugby theme that we are just embracing this morning, this one comes with mixed feelings because we absolutely love this player. DHL Stormers and Springbok legend Stephen Kitsoff has officially retired from rugby. That was after his serious neck injury that has ultimately, sadly, ended his career. The 33-year-old, 2-time Rugby World Cup winner with 138 Stormers caps and then 83 Bok appearances, underwent surgery. In fact, the day after he was on our show last, and he's been advised against any further play. Stormers coach John Dobson hailed Kitsoff understandably as one of the game's greats, praising his leadership and his incredible longevity. Oh man, I think he probably more than most feels he had a few more in him, so we're absolutely gutted to announce that story. Now let's turn to cricket, and persistent rain and a soaked outfield forced the abandonment of the Proteas Champions Trophy match up against Australia in Rawalpindi yesterday without a ball being bowled. Both teams take a point as a result, keeping that semi-final spot open for them. Then England's clash with Afghanistan today, as a result, now becomes a knockout fixture. The Proteas face England themselves on Saturday, which could become a must-win match depending on the results today. Then on to football, Christopher Nkuku and Pedro Neto shone as Chelsea cruised to a 4-0 victory over Southampton, ending their 3-match losing streak. So goals from Nkuku, Neto, Levi Colwill and Mark Cucurella, securing the Blues' biggest league win since December and a much-needed morale boost. Chelsea temporarily moving into 4th, though Man City and Newcastle can both overtake them with wins this evening. And struggling Southampton, well, they're languishing down at the bottom end, remaining on just 9 points. Now, on to two wheels we go as defending MotoGP champion Jorge Martin faces an indefinite spell out. That was after surgery on a fractured left hand suffered in training. So already ruled out of the Thailand season opener, the Aprilia rider was still recovering from injuries sustained in the pre-season testing. So it means that Lorenzo Savadori will replace him in Buriram, with Martin's return now still uncertain ahead of the March 16 race in Argentina. But we'll certainly watch that space. But that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's get the latest out on the roads.
Yep, it's about that time when many of you are heading on the roads this morning, so let's see how we can assist you. And starting in Durban, KZN. Now, there's flooding along the N2 southbound, and that's before the ramp towards EB Kluter interchange. Now, this is caused by heavy overnight rain, so motorists are advised to stick to the right-hand side of the road and exercise extreme caution when making use of this affected route. We move to Gauteng now in Centurion, and heavy delays are expected due to the congestion on the N1 southbound, and that's between Brakfontein Road and Olifantsfontein Road. So please, as you can see from the visuals, allow for more added travel time to accommodate this expected delay. And then sticking to Gauteng and Pretoria, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound at Atterbury Road. Now again, the left lane is obstructed, and as a result, minor delays are expected. So please proceed with care when passing through, and wherever you are headed, stay alert and safe while driving. Let's find out now what's happening in the world of weather. Now, we've heard about the mountain, and Cape Town firefighters are continuing to battle two fires in Table Mountains National Park yesterday as strong winds fueled the blaze. Now, all trails in Newlands, Devil's Peak and Maclear's Beacon remain closed due to fire damage and rockfalls, making them unsafe for hikers. And the SA Weather Service warns that strong winds will persist today, bringing hazardous sea conditions along the Western Cape Coast and the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, meanwhile, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued for severe thunderstorms over parts of the northwest and northern Cape, with heavy rain, hail, and damaging winds expected. But once again, it's that time of the morning where we get to share our sunrise view of the day. Well, this is our second edition, but wow, the bar has just escalated all the way from East London. Ivan coming through in 23-degree heat, and wow, the hues of this, the colors, they are so vibrant, so bright, and so bold. Ivan, I love this. Thank you so much for sharing this one. And it looks like your backyard has never looked any better. We can't thank you enough for this. And a reminder, we'll do it one more time the next hour. The number is 063-408-8863. We'd love to see how you start your day and watch that sunrise. For now, though, let's see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
Exquisite sunrise, beautiful way to start your day. Let's see if we can make it even better. Yes, we are celebrating coffee in every way, shape and form we can. A cake will be on the way a little bit later, but at the helm for the Culinary hotline this morning, because she loves coffee, because she's part of this show, and she also understands my love language. Kelly is driving the Culinary hotline. Bling!
Sing, sing, sing!
We still got it. And we are making two of my favorite things in one.
Yes.
It's a steak.
It's a coffee.
We combine. We are thinking of merging. This is going to be amazing. It's a coffee-crusted steak. We've got two beautiful ribeyes that are waiting to be devoured. So you can go get your steaks out the fridge if they haven't been resting already. We start cooking after this.
Expresso fam, listen, we've got big news. Expresso's Culinary hotline has been nominated for the South African Restaurant Awards, and we need your help to take this home.
Yep, time to get voting, and it's super easy. Just head over to www.telefonos.com, register, upload your profile pic, and cast your vote for the Culinary hotline in the Best Cooking Show category.
So let's show everyone how much we love our food, our chefs, and the magic that we cook up every Wednesday.
And channel your inner foodie on the Culinary hotline every Wednesday, right here on Expresso.
Hey Expresso fam, listen, we've got big news. Expresso's Culinary hotline has been nominated for the South African Restaurant Awards, and we need your help to take this home.
Yep, time to get voting, and it's super easy. Just head over to www.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Officially, this is the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Tick, tick, tick.
Oh, it sounds good when anyone says it, but when you say it, Kelly, extra special, because you are extra special. And this little segment is, in fact, extra special. We are going to be trying some of Cal's extra special bold coffee flavors introduced into some must-try recipes. And, of course, we're going to start it off with a savory coffee-crusted steak with coffee barbecue sauce. And then a little bit later, we'll throw in a chocolate and coffee mocha cake, just for good measure. But before we do that, now I say you're amazing, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not the only person who thinks you're amazing. In fact,
I mean,
everybody thinks you're amazing. I want to take you through a little announcement right now. So we put a lot of effort into the Culinary Hotline because we know how much you guys get out of it. So I want you to stay tuned. In just a moment, we're going to announce something extra, extra special, okay? So I'm going to let that simmer for just a moment in the pan as we let this simmer, because strong flavors, two of my favorite flavors, I've never thought of combining the two. Why is this such a good marriage?
I mean, I was suspicious at first as well. Up until a few years ago, I tried it on the show. We actually did it on the show a few years ago. And we used a different kind of steak, but I mean, I'll let you taste and decide for yourself.
I have no doubt it's going to be amazing. And we've got two beautiful steaks there. The ribeye,
Can we take a moment for this steak?
I mean, just look at that
beautiful.
marbling. Is that, for me, the ribeye is the perfect balance of the tenderness, the marbling, so you've got the flavor. Is this the best steak? Come on.
According to me, yes, it is. This is my favorite cut.
Thank you.
The
Sold.
best cut
Done.
it is, but yeah.
Love it. Okay, so a
Up
bit
to
of
your
prep. We've got a lot of strong flavors, so I would imagine balance is quite important. Let's throw ourselves in. Where do we begin?
So quite easy, G. Some onion powder. We're going to start with the rub. Some chili. And then some garlic powder.
I mean, you're using garlic powder in everything these days, and I love it. It just adds another...
What's your favorite word? umami.
Umami.
Yes.
And it is. It gives a depth of flavor, layers.
Yeah.
And I know a steak can be beautiful just with very little going on, maybe a little bit of salt, just let it sing. But it does also lend itself to some beautiful combinations. And this, for me, is magic.
100%. Also, normally when I prepare my steaks, it's just salt and pepper. But today we're amplifying that flavor and we're adding some
coffee. And even a little bit of sugar. 'Cause
Yeah.
some people
To
drink their
balance.
coffee with sugar, you know. I've got this smoking
turn
here.
it
Can I turn
down,
it down just a touch?
just a touch.
I've also been burnt, excuse the pun, in cooking situations by not having a hot enough pan. So that's something that's worth thinking about. You need your steaks out of the fridge, let them get to room temperature.
About 20 to 30 minutes, and then you season up your steak, a hot griddle pan, and then you're ready to go.
I love it how your safety brain kicked in. It's like, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
But you do need that sear on the steak. Why is that so
Absolutely.
important? Why have you got to get that crust?
Simple, the most simple answer, G, flavor. When you're searing your steak, there's this term that we use in chef school. It's called a Maillard reaction.
A Maillard.
So that's when protein interacts with heat and then it gets cooked. With this rub that we're preparing right now, it's going to make this thick, beautiful, flavorful crust, and then it's just going to be...
Oh, and then you get all that moisture inside. I love that. Ticking every box, there is a lot of spiciness coming off this. And I like this, man. If you're going to say strong flavors, go there.
Let's do it. So we're just oiling our steaks.
All right, and I know
Any
everyone...
neutral oil will do.
Everyone's kind of got their way. Some people don't like a bit of oil. I know some people do prefer the oil. For me, I like a little bit of oil. I find it brings out the fat.
Just a touch,
yeah.
Definitely.
But you do have a lot of fat in the meat,
The meat
and that's
itself.
obviously where the flavour is. So you want to kind of draw that out.
So we're patting on this rub, G, and you should just slightly pat it down just so that it actually sticks to the meat.
For sure.
And forms that beautiful crust once we eat it on the grill.
I love that. And would you recommend getting this on nice and early for the resting process, or would you do this just before you cook?
I mean, just before you cook, because you don't want the steaks to sit too long with the crumb on, or else once you eat it on the griddle pan, it will fall off and burn.
Okay.
So you don't want
I
that.
get what you're saying.
But just as you're about to, close to serving time, and then you just prepare them.
Cool,
And
but
then
that
you'll be
being
good
said,
to go.
again, let them rest
Yeah.
outside the fridge. That is vitally important. I think that's
Very
for most
important.
of us, the difference between kind of a winner or not, or a restaurant quality steak or not, is that, just that notion, and then let it rest afterwards.
Definitely. So, G, these are ready to go. You can...
Can I pop them on the griddle?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's
There
put
you
you
go.
there. Let's get this guy cranked up to maximum again.
And we'll be pairing the steak with a delicious coffee barbecue sauce.
Ooh, I
So
like
it's just
that.
Flavor Town over here.
Because when you think of, there we go, just didn't want to spoil the sizzle. There is something that works well with the umami when you do have a little bit of a sweetness, and there is another particular sauce that works well with a bit of umami and sweetness, and that would be barbecue. So this could be the perfect accompaniment to this. I think you and I are singing from the same song sheet this morning, and I love that.
You've been long enough, G.
Exactly, I know.
your way
Well,
around the
I've
kitchen.
stolen your thunder. Let's speak the truth here.
Let's be honest.
I've claimed kudos for the meals that you have cooked many, many times. Okay, so what went in first?
So just about a cup of brewed coffee.
Okay.
The intensity is up to you, but we prefer about a 4 to 5. That would be great. With
Okay.
some tomato sauce, some
You want
salt,
coffee flavour, but not dominance
Yeah.
over everything else.
some tomato sauce, salt, pepper,
All right.
onion and garlic goes in as well. Some brown sugar for the acidity of the tomato.
Aha.
Chili powder.
Yep, a little bit of heat I think would
Just
work
a
well.
little bit,
Yeah.
not too much.
Oh, this is exquisite. The smells coming off this griddle pan right now, absolutely exquisite. And you can smell almost that kind of the burnt edge already.
Yeah.
I think this is going to have a beautiful smokiness
so
to
good,
it as
so
well, which I think the coffee will lean into.
And then
Beautiful.
Some mustard. Love mustard. You can use any type you like, but today we're using Dijon.
Dijon, cool. Copy.
No. Well,
Worcester.
oh, Worcester.
Worcester.
Okay.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Just a About a tablespoon of that.
Just a little bit for more mommy. For some kind of vinegar.
Vinegar. White vinegar.
I haven't gotten to the point where I can just guess.
So you're just going to allow this to cook until it slightly thickens.
Oh, look at that.
10 out of 10, G.
I love it. And yes, the griddle pan is great because you get the griddle marks on it, which I think is for the win.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Hi.
Hey, you've done something special here today. Tell me you're South African without telling me you're South African. High-fiving just for a steak, all right? I love it. This is hitting all the flavor notes. Our barbecue sauce is on the way. Coffee is being celebrated, as I said, in any way, shape or form this morning. These coffee-crusted steaks are amazing. Now, if you want to know just how proud we are of the likes of Chef Kelly and all the amazing culinary superstars we get to share our screen with, I want you to take a look at this. Talk about validation on another level.
Hey Expresso fam, listen, we've got big news. Expresso's Culinary Hotline has been nominated for the South African Restaurant Awards, and we need your help to take this home.
Yep, time to get voting, and it's super easy. Just head over to www.telefonos.com, register, upload your profile pic, and cast your vote for the Culinary Hotline in the Best Cooking Show category.
So let's show everyone how much we love our food, our chefs, and the magic that we cook up every Wednesday.
And channel your inner foodie on the Culinary Hotline every Wednesday, right here on Expresso.
Yes, congratulations, Expresso fam. And I know we're going to take this home because we're so deserving. Every Wednesday we get to cook together and make magic. So why not bring this all the way home? For now, though, speaking about magic, on the stage to perform a cover, one of my favorite songs, Jimmy Eat World. It's called The Middle. It's Aaron Elliott. The stage is yours.
This is one of my favorite cover songs growing up in the early 2000s, and this goes out to every little girl at home who has a big dream.
Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just do your best. Do everything you can. And don't you worry what they're gonna say when you're away. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy in. Just be yourself. Yeah, everything you can. Doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on.
Can I tell you, I'm also a kid that grew up in the early 2000s, so that song resonates so deeply. It is so beautiful. I hope you listen to the lyrics of that Jimmy Eat World, The Middle, obviously a cover by the gorgeous Aaron. And in just a bit, the entertainment continues, because I'll be bringing you entertainment news, and maybe we'll bring you on the couch to see exactly what your thoughts are on all the latest on local and international news. You do not want to miss this, Expresso fam, so stick by. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, this is us. There we go. We were on a screen, It was like Inception there for a moment. So good to be back in your company. Thank you so much for tuning in. Time to catch up with some entertainment news. Looking at the streets at the moment, I'm guessing some heavy hitters today.
Heavy hitters. Another emotional roller coaster as per usual. Let's start up with some local news. One of my favorite people, because of her incredible broadcasting career, Anele Mdoda, really has gone through something that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. Basically, she was traveling around and caught an e-hailing service, right? And then she chose this option because as you go up in terms of the class of car you want, you can choose the option of temperature, you can choose the option of don't talk to me, because maybe you just want to relax a little bit. And she chose the option of do not talk to me. And the driver obviously took offense to this, and he then threatened her very violently on the topic of sexual assault. And, you know, if that happened to her, men in her country would do things to her to kind of teach her a lesson. And that was just incredibly inappropriate, as you can imagine. Her safety in that moment is definitely being threatened at the time.
Terrified.
She grabbed her phone out, pretended she was on an Instagram Live, but was actually recording the interaction, just to get some sort of receipts and evidence, because as we know, women don't often get believed in these situations. So,
you know, and not quite to that degree. My wife went through a similar sort of experience where she was just, she was kicked out of the car and just left on the side of the street in a very bad area as a result. And I think it was done on purpose in that sense. But you're enclosed in a car, and there is something terrifying just about that proximity with a stranger. I mean, hopefully the particular e-hailing platform has made a massive and very big and very kind of vocal or visible move.
I mean, they did respond and they said they don't stand for any of this, but that, I don't know, talking versus action. I feel like there needs to be a greater vetting service when it comes to bringing people on. She also went ahead and tweeted, or X'd, however you phrase it, that police are also now getting involved. And some people are saying, you know, that happens to all women, you know, it's happened to me before.
Doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay. And also, why not bring this out as a public example of what happens to women on the daily?
I think it's a perfect sentiment, exactly that. I mean, I know some of these e-hailing services do have some good vetting processes, and there is ways to get accountability. So I think that is great. But again, I think what's more important here is the conversation that this is actually opening up. The fact that women can't feel safe anywhere anymore. I mean, how are you supposed to do your life? How are you supposed to transport, get logistics done if you don't trust taxis, you don't trust buses, you don't trust trains?
You can't
now
walk.
You can't trust.
I saw a young woman
options?
on the way into work this morning. Obviously, it's still dark. Got dropped off by a taxi on a significant main road, and watching the fear on this poor woman's face as she had to walk 2 blocks. And now the drivers on the road are all just moving slowly so that we can kind of chaperone her to that spot. On what world? In what?
Are we asking people to risk their lives just to get to work? Is that what it's come down to?
Or just to go up the streets. I mean, certain neighborhoods are a little bit, you know, scarier than others, and you've got to be street smart. You also have to carry things on you. Like, I've got a taser. I've just got, I don't have weapons, but, you know, I can fight. I'm going to learn how to fight. Pepper spray.
You've got a taser. You just enjoyed saying that out loud too much. I think you have a taser.
I need to learn how to use it properly before I tase myself.
He is ready to test.
I don't want to. Let's not practice.
Let's not. Let's also not call on danger. Touch my forehead, touch my wood.
Anele, we love you, man. So.
Yeah, Anele, thank you so much for putting yourself on the line there. Speaking about local news, let's get into Ricky Rick. I can't believe this. We've gotten to a point now where we're enjoying something posthumously, and it's his album, Boss Zonke Forever. Because, yes, we want to celebrate him for as long as we can. It drops on the 4th of April, and his wife, Bianca Naidu, came out with this track list, and it's so incredible, the different artists on there. Focalistic, Elaine, Casper Nyovest. The collaborations are crazy.
You can't imagine anyone turning this down, except for the pressure of being on something like this. Because you know. I mean, this is something extra special. But for the artists involved, because his story was kind of peaking, and it felt like he was about to give us this kind of contribution to South African music, to global music. So I'm so glad that they've done this.
Yeah,
I'm
and just
so
honored his
happy.
legacy,
Yeah.
honored his time here.
It's exactly that. It's such a
Yeah.
beautiful, let's call it a tribute, I
It
think,
is a
from
tribute,
everybody
yeah.
around you in the industry, paying homage to an absolutely incredible soul that had such good impact on us all. So I think this is going to be something that impacts us when you listen to it in more days than one, and I know we're all looking forward to it.
Well, they better
So-
make a lot of happy songs on this album because it's going to be a tough
I'm already
tough
getting
road.
emotional.
I know, it's going to
So
be
before you listen, like,
Take a moment.
Ooh.
Take a
Yeah.
moment. Can you believe it's been 3 years since he's passing? Like, it is so shocking to me. What an incredible soul as well. So I can't wait to be celebrating this forever and ever and ever, like his wife has said. So thank you for the music, is all we can say. All right, let's get into somebody that has passed away. Yesterday, we broke up the news. I did on radio as well. Roberta Flack is no longer with us. An incredible musician that has given us way too much music that we even deserve. Also Grammy-winning music at that too. She just had a blend of jazz, soul, pop, and R&B, kind of like genre-bending music, you know? Killing Me Softly, one of her songs.
I was going to say genre-defining
Genre-defining music?
I think it's a period of music where very few voices dictated where the whole music industry, certainly in that lane, was going to go. And she was, I mean, it's Roberta Flack.
Come on, it's Roberta.
Oh,
She had so many singles, Killing Me Softly, the first time I ever saw your face. I mean, the list just continues to go on. And she passed away at 88 years old. So a good life, a long life, a beautiful life.
Number one, yeah. I jawed to every single Roberta Flack remix in
Come
those
on.
garage.
I whipped the Fugees out yesterday
yes,
and played my
Fugees.
son. The Killing Me Softly. Like the threads that artist started, that's incredible.
And especially within color culture, I mean, we know every single song at every 21st, 70th. Tonight I celebrate my love for you. The closer I get to you, I mean, the list just continues. I know I'm bringing back
How
the
many
Israel.
babies have been born as a result of?
How many you and I
I think I might be a Roberta Flack baby, actually.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is where we leave your entertainment news on a sad but a good note, regardless.
I just, both of you have been thinking this whole time if there is an option for me to say, please, I just don't want to talk. I just want to go and sit in silence. Crazy stuff in the world of entertainment. It does bring to bear that even if they are super famous, they are people and they deserve our love and respect. Now, of course, this past weekend, something very big happened in Cape Town. The creative scene welcomed a very exciting new space called the Dweba Art and Cafe. Now, founded by Tobile Ndarana, Dweba obviously merges art, it merges culture, and most importantly, community, offering a platform for meaningful dialogue through visual expression. And attending the launch event, we were able to witness firsthand how the space brings artists, brings storytellers, and yes, coffee lovers together to spark some amazing conversation and challenge societal norms. I like that.
I find that Cape Town has extensively changed from the early 90s throughout the 2000s, and now currently it's become a hub of creativity and artistic expression. As a part of the art ecosystem and as a curator and writer, my role has to be partly to educate and also make people understand the role of art galleries within the art ecosystem.
Dweba Art Cafe as a space in Cape Town is, for me, something innovative because you're not walking into a space that's exclusively just for art. Dweba is different. You're actually allowed to spend your time here. We want you to have a coffee here. We want you to get breakfast while looking at the work, so it becomes a part of your life and not this one-time experience.
It's really exciting to be part of something that is being built, being able to contribute. And this was just like a perfect opportunity because it's a new space and I'm also reinventing myself.
It was a near-death experience that gave me the courage to be here today and actually create this space as it is today. I was in hospital for months, had 3 operations in 6 months, and I always knew that I wanted to build something like this. For me to be here and putting things together, it's actually easier to bring people into a space of art, especially people of color, I feel that we are not well represented being senior in spaces.
I've known Tobile Ndagana, the owner of Dweba Art Cafe, for maybe 3 years now. Yeah, so she's always been into art. You know, just seeing her dreams come alive is a beautiful thing to see. And congratulations to her, man. This is a very beautiful place to see and be a part of, and just to experience and tell people out there that Tobile Ndagana is doing a great job at Dweba Art and Cafe.
Congratulations to my friend Tobile that she has succeeded in creating this wonderful space, and we Cape Townians will be coming time and time again because I know there's going to be many changing exhibitions.
I think it is important that we continue these dialogues to build a future that is sustainable. We need to actually invest in things that we can keep, and art is one of those things for me.
It's not only an expression, it's also a statement to the world about what it is that we want to build for the future.
Cape Town, South Africa, world, welcome to Dweba. We are here to serve. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, gorgeous. What a space.
Thought-provoking. It's got us
Dweba.
talking immediately, and we
Honestly.
haven't even been inside it yet. I love it. And as we reflect on what was certainly an inspiring launch of Dweba Art and Cafe, it's clear that this space is more than just a gallery, or certainly not just a coffee shop. It's a movement.
Oh, I can hear that for sure. And through bold artistic expression and a commitment to fostering dialogue, as you saw, Dweba has already begun shaping Cape Town's creative landscape, which is something we need. Visit Dweba Art and Cafe on Long Market Street. When you are in the mother city, it definitely will be worth your time. For now, though, Ryle, let us know what else is coming up on your Feel Good show.
Hey, what's happening? I'm just getting my hands all clean. Why? Because we're obviously heading back to the kitchen. And that means we've got to get all cleaned up and tidied up because Kelly's still out here doing the most when it comes to coffee infusions. We've got a coffee and chocolate mocha cake. So don't waste water firstly. Head back straight to the kitchen right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And let me tell you, it's not just that, but we also got entertainment coming at you because, yes, Aaron Elliott is still in the building. We get to hear new music and rock on to the good stuff. So what are you waiting for, Mzansi? Nothing. We'll see you just in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
This Tuesday on Color Your Plate with Koo.
It's all about gourmet meals on a budget. Color your plates. Looking chaotic here.
Yes, there's a lot of things happening here. Intervene, Holy Spirit. Do me a favor, just take a deep breath. How do you do it? It's a lie.
It's not cooked. Oh, you're still worried about the pastry?
Yes. This dish for me just did not hit the mark. That's Color Your Plate with Koo, Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on SABC 2.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to it. This is the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ching, ching, ching. Yes, I got to do with Kelly. Chef Kelly, of course, is still in the building, whipping up so many incredible meals. I want to say, wow, when I think of you, nostalgia comes to mind, all the incredible recipes that we've ever done. You are like my favorite, and I'm so glad that you're back here doing this. What exactly are we doing with coffee this time, though?
We'll be making a coffee chocolate cake with mocha icing.
You've become very fancy, eh?
I mean, if you work here with you and G and Carissa, you should.
I love
But
that.
yeah.
Okay, so let's do this together because it's been a while since I had fun with you. How are we doing this?
Wait a minute, yeah. So 2 different types of sugars. Well, we'll be starting off with the wet ingredients. Brown, white sugar. You can, of course, opt for just white or just brown.
And I was going to ask you that because now that you're like elevated as a chef and a pro and you're up there, why 2 different sugars?
I mean, just for flavor, the brown sugar has a more caramelly taste, so we're just amplifying the
Amplifying. Okay, let's amplify this. So they've got the sugar in here. What else is
there?
going
We've got our neutral oil. You can use sunflower oil, canola oil,
Okay.
whatever oil you fancy.
Whatever you got,
But not
maybe.
sesame oil, please.
Okay, because
No.
there's too much weird flavor in that one, right?
No,
Okay,
no,
cool.
no. So oil, some eggs, vanilla essence, and then some whole milk, full cream milk. Then
Pretty
you can just
easy.
add that.
You're going to let me do this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Please.
Okay, and is there a process here in terms of what goes first?
No.
Doesn't matter. All right, Mzansi,
Anything
if you
goes.
are attempting to do this, this seems to be the easy part because Kelly's letting me do this. So you
It's a
can't
test, Ralph.
It's the first test. See how if you can crack an egg and not get any
Thanks.
shells in
Okay.
there. Yeah.
1 out of 2.
Okay, 1 out of 2, we're halfway there.
Ah.
Oh yeah, you see,
I'm so
all
proud.
those years of work has paid off. It's
It's paid off,
compliments
yeah.
and thanks to you. So we got vanilla échange going in, and then what was this?
Some milk.
Some
just
milk.
plain
Oh,
old milk.
All right.
You're just going to whisk that up until
Beautiful.
it's nice and smooth and the sugar's all dissolved. And over here, I'll be starting with our cocoa powder,
Yum.
which we will hydrate with some coffee, which is the
won-
star of the
I
show.
was wondering where the star was going to be coming into. And of course, you coming with all the creativity. I love how you are infusing. I love how you are highlighting coffee here. And I love how G-Man is just probably salivating because this is like his favorite things combined
Yeah.
in the kitchen. This
We
is like
mentioned
kryptonite
earlier.
right now for him. So
Totally
he is
up his
probably
alley.
oozing and salivating right now as he watches this. But I must say, this has been an easy part for me. I thought this was going to be
It's quite a
tricky.
simple recipe,
Yeah.
Rao. So
Nice.
Rao, I'm going to give you a lesson there.
Ooh.
So there's 5 types of methods for baking a cake.
5?
Or 5 techniques.
Jeepers, okay. Yeah. Talk to me.
There's, okay, wait, let me put this down.
Now I'm listening here.
So there's a creaming method,
Creaming method,
a
okay.
reverse creaming method,
Reverse creaming.
a whisking method.
Whisking,
You
okay.
would think this is a whisking method, but it's not. That involves like eggs and egg whites
Okay,
and
okay.
being fluffed up and then incorporating into the batter.
2 more.
There's 2 more.
Yeah.
And then there's this one, which is the all-in method.
Okay, I like that.
All right. And then it's the melting method.
You're well done. You remembered all 5. That's impressive. So we're not melting, we're not doing the reverse vibes, and we're not even whisking. This
no,
is
but, yeah.
this is the all-in method.
All-in method, yeah.
And why are we calling it all-in exactly?
Just because
we're
I
getting
mean,
all involved.
Yeah. And all the ingredients are essentially going into one bowl. So the wet first. Whisk that up.
Okay. Wet and... Whoa, can we talk about the smell coming through here? Because
yeah.
I was expecting the coffee to really overpower everything. And I'm not the biggest fan of coffee when you compare it to coffee and tea. But, whoa, this is going to get me saying yes, please, because it smells amazing.
It really does
It's just
smell
a subtle hint of coffee. So I know this is not going to go too crazy on the flavor profile. Yo, Katie, you came through with some balance here already. And we're not even done.
Coffee
Okay.
and chocolate does go hand in hand, so...
No one's going to complain about that. All right, let's
So
get all in here.
In this bowl, we have some flour, some baking powder, some bicarb, and then some salt.
Flour, baking powder,
So
bicarb,
these are the dry
and salt.
ingredients, which will,
All right.
just, you can whisk it out.
And how come you don't put the wet into the dry? Does it make a difference at all?
I think it's just easier to combine. It makes for a smoother batter. So the wet first and followed by the dry.
And officially, I'm going to say that the all-in method, I don't know about the others though so far, but I love the all-in method because it means that everything
Simple,
is
yeah.
getting all involved. It's quite simple. It means that it's a lot easier to not mess this up. And I think for you've been spending too much time now, Jenny Morrissey. Yeah, she's rubbing off on you, I'm telling you.
That's good, Ral. You don't
Okay,
wanna
perfect.
overwhisk
At your
it.
service. Do you approve?
There you go. 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
And then you're just gonna prepare baking
We're not
tin.
folding it in there or anything, right?
We're just adding
Gooi
it
it
to
in.
the prepared pan, and this will go into your oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the skewer comes out clean at 180. A preheated oven. of course.
Full, okay.
Yeah.
And what would it look like in the future? Is it going to puff up? Is it going to rise up? Is
It will rise.
Stay hard?
Like any cake should, and then it will turn into that over there.
course
So
it
can we
did.
move along?
Came through. All right, let's just move on to our second part of the kitchen. Bom, bom, bom. And already you prepared 3 of these little
3
puppies.
layers, yeah.
They look good. Can I?
Look at that
Spongy.
bounce.
I like that.
Yes.
Perfect stuff. So what are we doing with this? This is the fun part, right?
Mhm.
It looks like you've already layered this and you've already done something. Talk to me about how you got to this point.
You can, of course, while we allow the cakes to cool, once they come out of the oven, make sure they're completely cool. And over here, we've got some ready-made icing. So this is infused with coffee.
Oh, you're joking.
That's why it makes it mocha.
How did you do that?
Just some butter, icing sugar, some brewed coffee, and then whisk it up. And
Voila, okay,
some
that doesn't
vanilla
sound too
essence,
complex
salt,
at all.
balance.
So
Yeah.
pretty much all the hard stuff is done now. Now
Our
we get to
amazing team.
the skillful component.
Yes.
So I'm going to leave this in your hands.
So we've got a sponge here, and then some icing, followed by another layer, some icing, until we get to our top layer.
Okay, so the base is all set.
Yes.
Now we're going to
Just for
decorate
the-
this.
This is the fun part, like you said, so anything goes.
Piping bag is
Whatever
out.
you fancy.
If we didn't have a piping bag at home, because not everybody has these cool things in their pantry, can they get away with not using it?
Yes, they can, totally.
So just like a
You can
knife
use some
or-
baking paper if you don't have the plastic.
Baking paper,
Yeah,
okay,
you
that's
can just
cool.
like turn it into a cone, seal it off with some tape or icing,
Uh-huh.
so that it doesn't
Ah, that makes sense, so
scramble.
it doesn't like ooze out the
and
sides.
Then you can
Oh, DIY
decorate as
piping
you
bag
want
hack.
to.
I like that. So that's baking paper you can do that with.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
nice.
not me forgetting to put the nozzle in, but okay.
Yes,
fine.
she's human. I love it. Showing us that she is human and showing us that even if you don't have a piping bag, you can add. I want to remind you that, of course, we've been nominated for something big and we need you to come through, Mzansi. Vote, vote, vote. Put us on that pedestal so that we can celebrate with you, because I think the only reason that we are here is thanks to you. And here's how you can enter. Check it out.
Hey Expresso fam, listen, we've got big news. Expresso's Culinary Hotline has been nominated for the South African Restaurant Awards, and we need your help to take this home.
Yep, time to get voting, and it's super easy. Just head over to www.telefonos.com, register, upload your profile pic, and cast your vote for the Culinary Hotline in the Best Cooking Show category.
So let's show everyone how much we love our food, our chefs, and the magic that we cook up every Wednesday.
And channel your inner foodie on the Culinary Hotline every Wednesday, right here on Expresso.
Oh, incredible stuff. So thank you. Yes, as Raul said, to you, the most important component of our culinary hotline, but most importantly to Tiffany, to the chefs, the team that works in the back here so that we can steal their thunder every time we cook on air. We absolutely love and appreciate you. So go and vote, please. We'd love to get that nod. Well, from plastering cakes to actual plastering, it's time to roll up our sleeves as it's time for another episode of Handy Heroes. And this time we focus on the Buco team in Brackenfell in Cape Town, who are ready to share some expert painting insights and some very clever tricks and hacks to take our DIY skills to the next level.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco Brackenfell in Cape Town.
Buco Brackenfell initially started in 1995. We started as Penny Pinchers Brackenfell. In 2015, we've changed to Buco Brackenfell, and from there we've grown quite a lot in the community, and we're just getting bigger and bigger and better and better. What I'm proud about our store is we got fantastic staff. Everybody, they work as if they are Buco Brackenfell. With the experience that they've got, we're sitting with 270 years of experience under one roof, and they are loyal. Our customers that we got here is all loyal customers, always coming back for the best advice and the best product, and they know, come back and we'll always assist them with whatever we got or whatever advice we got to support them with whatever project they want to do.
I think with the knowledge that we have and the enthusiasm that the guys have on the floor, people that come here, appreciate that. And I don't think you can find it anywhere else in Brackenfell. We've got dedicated, trained personnel in Plascon. And I mean, with the brand that Plascon is, it's an easy sell.
What I like about the Plascon brand is the best on the market. My favorite Plascon product is Wall and All because of durability dirt resistant, water resistant, and it beautifies your wall from outside inside. My DIY tip is preparation, preparation, preparation. You measure once and you paint once, and that's it.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon. Together, we've got this.
Keep it just like that. Yeah, that's perfect, Kelly. Perfect. I love your work. I love your work. Us collabing here on this incredible mocha cake right now. If you were watching earlier, then you are definitely wanting to see the end result of this. We started making a 3-layer mocha infused cake. It's a chocolate cake, and Kelly is just showing off her skills since she's been gone, and I'm so grateful for her. I'm dying to try and help her, see if I can at least put 1 or 2 pieces on here, but she keeps like flicking my hand away, so now that the camera's on, she can't do it. Right, is there anything specific where this needs to go? Can I get creative with it?
As creative as you want.
Almost messed that up.
Whoa, Rao.
But as we finish this, Mzansi, let me tell you that there's still so much to look forward to right here on your perfect feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And speaking of, Kelly's going, and I'm going to be so sad when she does, but I want to say thank you for being here with us this morning, showing off your skills. You're incredible, and you're definitely the reason why we love everything in the kitchen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to find her, get her online. She's a plethora of skills. Get at your events as well. She's doing so many incredible things when it comes to food. And speaking of incredible things and speaking of events, Stuart Taylor has just entered the building ahead of his incredible event that's taking place. So you, Mzansi, get first row seats to find out what's happening when it comes to Stuart Taylor and the latest. And then speaking of, we've still got the latest when it comes to music, and Erin is standing by with exactly that. So we've got a lot to look forward to right around the corner. You pretty much don't need to go anywhere. We'll see you in just a bit. It's looking good.
Yeah.
I approve.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to it. It's Wednesday right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, but we are sending things off to another level. It feels like another day because, honestly, we've made so many incredible things thanks to Kelly. And look at this right here. We have finished off our beautiful Mocha-infused chocolate cake. And all I got to say is, wow, wow, wow. Get your hands on this, Mzansi. Find it at expressoshow.com. And everybody in the studio, I've been standing here only because I'm trying to defend this thing from everybody because they're all trying to get a slice. My question is, though, there's someone that absolutely loves this, and that's you, Carissa. Would you like a slice, my lady?
Yes, please. As long as it comes with a cup of tea with it, Ryle, I'll say, give me 2.
Sure, we're getting demanding out here. Okay, well, look, I did promise the cake. I'll see about that tea, though, but let me cut this up for you while you commence with duties, officially, of course, because I know that's why you're standing by. So, Mzansi, you're looking for the latest when it comes to headlines. Pay attention right now, because Carissa's standing by.
Thank you, Ryle. A minute before we hit the top of the hour, let's get into your national news first, where President Cyril Ramaphosa says it is unacceptable that young men are still dying at initiation schools in the Eastern Cape. Now, 28 deaths were reported in the province during the past summer initiation season. Speaking at the annual opening of the National House of Traditional and Khoisan Leaders in Parliament, he said the government had gazetted regulations for the Initiation Act for public comment after the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs engaged with stakeholders. Now, Ramaphosa also urged traditional leaders, to take a stand against gender-based violence. In other national news, the High Court in Johannesburg convicted 7 Chinese nationals and their company for various crimes at Village Deep. The accused face 160 charges, including human trafficking, labor violations, and occupational safety breaches. Police raided an illegal factory, revealing that between 2017 and 2019, the accused operated Beautiful City Pty Ltd, exploiting 91 undocumented Malawian nationals, including minors. Now, the victims were forced to work long hours under dangerous conditions. Judge Mhangu found the accused guilty, with sentencing scheduled for the 7th of March. Now let's take a look at your international news-making headlines, where International Criminal Court prosecutor Karim Khan has urged armed groups in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo to respect international humanitarian law. Now, Khan arrived in Kinshasa, where he is set to meet President Felix Tshisekedi and other officials. His visit comes amid ongoing clashes between M23 rebels and the Congolese army. DRC Prime Minister Judith Suminwa told the Human Rights Council on Monday that around 7,000 people have been killed in the conflict since January. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced that the UK will increase its defence spending from 2.5% of GDP by 2017, up from the current 2.3%. This will mean an additional £13.4 billion per year, marking the largest sustained rise in defence spending since the Cold War. The increase will be funded by reduced foreign aid spending from 0.5% to 0.3% of national income. The announcement comes ahead of Starmer's meeting with US President Donald Trump, who has urged NATO members to boost defense spending. And closing off with this story, where the Northwest University celebrated 2 rugby icons by renaming a student resident after Springbok captain Siya Kolisi and unveiling the Invictus residence with coach Rassie Erasmus. Kolisi, clearly moved, called it an honor beyond his wildest dreams, urging students to grab every opportunity. Now, Erasmus also won for a grand entrance, arrived by helicopter before the Varsity Cup match, sharing his hopes for the next generation. NWU Principal Prof. Bismarck Chibeka praised Kolisi's impact, saying his legacy is about more than just rugby. It's about leadership, humility, and uniting a nation. Now, the day was a true celebration of resilience, excellence, and the incredible power of sports to bring people together. The only thing worthy right now of this celebration just feels like a slice of cake and hopefully some tea. We'll see if Ryle really stepped up to the plate on this one and brought me some good stuff. Oh my goodness.
Your wish is my command. My queen, your tea and your cake at your service.
That's the biggest slice of cake I've ever seen.
That's for you.
Cheers, thank you. And cheers to Rassie and Siya Kolisi. Congratulations. I'm going to go celebrate with you. Goodbye.
I'm right now thinking about the half of the country that would like to wake up like that every single day. You can always dream, my friends, you can. This one is hitting hard as we start our sporting news bulletin with some rugby news, and not the best kind. DHL Stormers and Springbok legend Stephen Kitsoff has officially retired from rugby. That was after a serious neck injury ended his career. The 33-year-old, a two-time Rugby World Cup winner and playing a pivotal part in both, with 138 Stormers and 83 Bok caps. He underwent surgery shortly after the last time he was on the show, in fact, and has been since advised against further play. And Stormers coach, and I would imagine good friend John Dobson, hailed Kitsoff as one of the game's greats, praising his leadership and his longevity. And I can speak from the media perspective, he always had time for us and a lot of love for this country, an unbelievable servant of rugby. We are going to miss you out on that field, my friend. Now we turn to cricket and the lack thereof. Persistent rain and a soaked outfield forced the abandonment of the Proteas Champions Trophy match up against our old foes Australia in Rawalpindi without a ball being bowled. So both teams take a point as a result, keeping that semi-final berth open. Then England's clash with Afghanistan today is now a knockout fixture as a result. So the Proteas, they'll face England on Saturday, and that could also become a must-win match depending on today's result. Now we turn to footballing news, and Christopher Nkuku and Pedro Neto, they shone as Chelsea cruised to a 4-0 victory over a hapless Southampton, ending a 3-match losing streak. So goals from Nkuku, Neto, Levi Colwill and Mark Cucurella, securing the Blues' biggest league win since December and a much-needed morale boost. So Chelsea temporarily moved up into 4th spot with Man City and Newcastle, however, still able to overtake them if they win tonight. Then struggling Southampton remaining on just 9 points, way down the other end of the field. Now, finally, we end on two wheels as defending MotoGP champion Jorge Martin faces an indefinite spell out. That was after surgery on a fractured left hand suffered in training. So already ruled out of the Thailand season opener, the Aprilia rider was still recovering from injuries sustained in that pre-season testing crash. Lorenzo Savadori will replace him in Buriram, with Martin's return uncertain, still ahead of the March 16 race in Argentina. But we'll watch that space really closely and wish him a speedy recovery. And that's where we leave our sport for this morning. I'm wondering where my cake is. I just get the cherry on top. Here's Ryle.
Yes, G-Man, I'm the cherry on top. I'm at your service. And speaking of, let's dive one last time into all things traffic, seeing that many of you are heading out on the road. So starting in KZN, there's flooding and faulty traffic lights at various locations along the M4, M7 and the M1 route. Now, traffic is slow moving, and wherever you're heading, please adhere to the rules of the road and remain vigilant. We move to Pretoria and Gauteng now, and delays are still expected for motorists using the N1 southbound, and that's at Atterbury Road. Now, as a result of this congestion, we need you to allow for some added extra travel time and exercise patience if you are in this affected area. But again, anybody out on the roads, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. We now move to the world of weather. Yeah, it looks like things are still blazing, especially as the Cape Town firefighters continue to battle two fires in Table Mountain National Park yesterday as strong winds fueled the blaze. Now, all trails in Newlands, Devil's Peak and Maclear's Beacon remain closed, and that's due to fire damage and rockfalls, making them unsafe for hikers. Now, the SA Weather Service warns that strong winds will persist today, bringing hazardous sea conditions along the Western Cape coast and the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, meanwhile, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued for severe thunderstorms over parts of the northwest and the northern Cape, with heavy rain, hail, and damaging winds expected. But, of course, this is the final edition of that beautiful moment where we get to share your sunrise view with the entire world. And Sonia has stepped up all the way from Caledon, and it's looking clean, crisp, and pure out in Caledon. A beautiful day ahead with 34 degrees Celsius weather to expect. And oh, you are in for a treat. So thank you, Sonia, for sharing this treat with us as we deliver on the promise of nothing but magic for the rest of the day. So again, tomorrow morning, we'll do it all, where we share these sunrise views and come through with the number 063 408 8863. We want to see the sunrise no matter where you are in the country, or hey, even the world. For now, though, it's our last chance to take a look at the temperatures you can expect on your side of town. cracking hot out there, and I'm pretty sure that this is what happened in Uppington. I think Erin Elliott made her way through there, and that's why it's raising with heat right now, up to almost 40 degrees Celsius, because, yeah, she's hot, she's on fire, and she's on the stage right now to perform an original song. Just came out recently, and it's called Toxic. Stage is yours. Let's go.
So I'm sure all of us have had those people in our lives that maybe say things that didn't make us feel so great about ourselves. So I wrote this song a couple months ago about the feeling when there's people like that in your life, but sometimes the things that we think they're saying are worse than what they're actually saying. So this is Toxic.
Backstage with the smoke and a six string, the perfect picture of a tainted traitor. You tell your friends that nobody can fix me. I'm damaged goods wrapped in pretty paper. I'm psycho, I'm selfish, I'm falling apart. I've got big issues, no boundaries, and I broke your heart. You hate my family, my feelings, and you think that I suck. My pretty paper better be. Tell me, who did your makeup? I get the feeling that you're calling a favor. I read the rumors and the stuff that you made up. But lucky me, I got my pretty paper. I'm psycho, I'm selfish, I'm falling apart. I've got big issues, no boundaries, and I broke your heart. You hate my family, my feelings, and you think that I suck. My pretty paper better be. 'Cause you're toxic. Yeah, you're under my skin. Got your opinion in my pocket, and it's wearing me thin. You wanna tear me up and trap me down. I have my head in the clouds. I'm feeling it now. You're toxic. You're toxic. You're toxic. The prettiest of papers in the hands of a traitor. You're a fair weather faker, textbook heartbreaker. Made you mad, that's too bad, 'cause you're toxic. Yeah, you're under my skin, got your opinion in my pocket, and it's wearing me thin. You wanna tear me up, drag me down. Got my head in the clouds, I'm feeling it now. Toxic. You're toxic. You're toxic.
Oh, yes, Erin, I'm coming. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank
My goodness, an
you.
original song
Yes.
released recently.
Yes,
oh my
fairly
gosh.
recent, yes.
But also relatable to so many people because we've been there. Toxic relationships, but we're saying no to those in
Yeah, we're
2025.
saying no.
You heard it from the girl herself. All right, we're going to stand by for another performance very, very soon with Erin. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. For now, though, Stuart Taylor's in the building. Comedy maestro, comedy at its finest in South Africa. And we can't wait to delve into talking about his new show. It's called Odd Man Out, and it's going to be so, so good. So prepare yourselves for some laughs. I'll have my tissues ready, and hopefully you'll be ready for that tour. Comes up straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I know I sound quite serious when I say welcome back. I mean to be quite happy. Welcome back, but I'm going to sound serious now. Cape Town's comedy scene is about to get a serious dose of laughter, as you'd expect, as one of South Africa's most celebrated comedians, just a wonderful human being. Stuart Taylor returns with his brand new one-man show, Odd Man Out.
Oh, my goodness.
Known for his razor-sharp wit, he will go off script, yes. His hilarious storytelling. He is just amazing. He is bringing his signature style to the Baxter Theatre from the 4th to the 8th of March, and we are so lucky to have him here to unpack the comedy gold behind the Odd Man Out. Can we give him a big round of applause? Our live studio audience.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We always laugh at you, so hopefully that's validation enough, man.
Thank you, I
Okay.
appreciate it. I actually come here just so that I can be laughed at early in the morning. That's my...
Sometimes that's motivating, is
It
what
is,
I'm saying.
100%.
You know what I mean? And it's
I
got
feel like
you
I'm
here.
on the right track over there.
I would agree, Stuart Taylor. Let's talk a little bit more about your show, Odd Man Out. I'm so curious about this title. What is it about? I know sometimes you turn kind of like everyday awkward situations into comedy gold. So what are we expecting with the show?
You know, I think most of my material I've written over the last 20-odd years has been about being the odd man out. Like, I always find myself feeling like a bit like the fish out of water. You know, when I was growing up, I wasn't cool enough to be one of the cool kids, and I wasn't weird enough to be one of the weird kids. And then I grew up, and I'm a dad who still acts like a child, and I'm doing magic tricks for kids who don't care. And so I never quite feel like I'm fitting in. And Odd Man Out is very much leaning into those stories. I mean, I think it's kind of been the hallmark of the shows I've written in the past. I wrote a show called Learn a Husband, which was like, I'm a husband, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Have you progressed? Have you got your license yet?
Listen, I don't think you can ever progress. I've tried many courses. I've still not
People are
qualified.
Googling Code 8 relationship right now. It is a thing. You can do it. But you have found your place. You have beautifully found your bum in the comedic butter of life because, dude, you help us understand the insanity that goes on around us, whether that's Cape Town, whether that's South Africa, whether that's global. 25 years, that's a long time to be in this lane, my friend. Do you feel your comedy has changed with you, or do you still go back into that same vault of, okay, this makes me laugh, this will make others laugh?
No. You definitely, you sort of evolve, and certainly the comedy scene has evolved.
Definitely.
And I think if you're still trying to do some of the gags that you were doing 25 years ago,
you're gonna get cancelled.
well, exactly, won't go down as well. I love performing in comedy nights, comedy clubs, where no one is expecting you to be on, because then you're not performing for your fans. You know, if you're performing in a theater, people go, oh, I like Stuart, I like what he does, so they come for you. Now you go with a bunch of young boys over there on a Wednesday night in OBS and you're trying to do gags. You better be funny.
Right.
The students will tell you where the line is.
I'm cool. I'm hip.
Exactly. I'm okay, guys.
I'm funny. I get that, man.
And I'll tell you, sometimes it's the most random things that'll slip out. I was doing a gag about a photograph. And I was like, oh, you know, and then I was looking at this photograph, and then one of the comics comes and says, Stu, when last have you printed a photograph?
You're looking at it like,
so I was like, you got to delete it. You don't tear up a photo, you delete a photo. I was like, thanks, bro.
Thanks for the reminder of my age, too.
Exactly.
Okay, well, speaking about your age, we got to talk about the fact that you have 2 teenage boys.
Oh, God help
which
you.
Which is so wild in your household. Please tell me if they laugh at your jokes.
There's a lot of bruh. There's a lot of bruh. There's a lot of quietness. There's a lot of slamming of doors. There's a lot of conversations in a room over there I don't understand. I try and decipher. Yo, bro, spill the tea, bro. Spill the tea. Let him cook, bro. Let him cook. I'm like, don't. Go to the kitchen. Don't spill anything in there. So it's lots of lost in communication, lots of chest against chest. And I try the occasional dad joke just to get the biggest eye rolls I possibly can. That's my gig.
Trick. Okay.
That's my gig. But the problem with these kids, like, we had to work on being cool.
Yeah.
This lot, they're like effortlessly
The baseline is cool,
They wake up with a jawline.
Yeah.
They wake up with sass. They wake up with a playlist. Like it's
but also because you're
ridiculous.
the dad, man. They learn from you. You are actually cool, Stuart Taylor.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm going to put that on my CV.
Please do it.
No, you can't. Put it in your PR, your press release for the next one. I am cool. The coolest comedian.
The coolest comedian.
Is revolutionizing the comedy scene with laughter.
I like that.
I love that. Now, you, obviously, magic. You're a brilliant magician. We know this. Your music is there. We don't see enough of that coming out into your routines. Are there techniques and things that you use while you're doing your comedy? And I say this as someone who wants to be as funny as you, because I'm always blown away at how you've mastered the skill.
Yes.
And you make it look so effortless and easy and off the cuff, but there are mechanisms, there are things, cogs turning there, that are very, very impressive. What is that process for you?
Well, I think when it comes to the magic side, I still like to sprinkle a little bit of magic into what I do. And I think the biggest illusion is making my family believe that I've got everything together. That's the kind of daily illusion. They're like, wow,
David Copperfield
this guy
style.
knows what he's doing. He has no idea. I'm spending a lot of time Googling, guys. No, you know what? I think there's a great juxtaposition between comedy and magic. Like the one is the hiding of the strings, and, you know, it comes out as a surprise, you know. And I think great comedy does the same thing. It hides the punchline until the very last minute, and then you're like, bah, and like, I didn't see that coming. So I do, and in this new show, Odd Man Out, I do sprinkle a little bit of magic into the performance. So you'll have to come to the Baxter to come and check that out.
Of course. They also say being delulu is the salulu, so you've got to walk with being a little delusional.
Can you translate what you just said?
Well, for the old men in the room,
being delulu
is the salulu.
Is the salulu.
Get with the program,
Come on,
bro.
Graham.
Just chill, man. Just chill.
Stop being so
I'm cool. I'm hip.
Please bring him on stage with
I like that. That's going to be my signature move. I'm cool.
If the room starts to die, you know what to do.
I know what to do. I'm going to hit into the I'm cool. I'm hip.
No, Stuart, tell us a little bit more about why people should come and see the show at the Baxter, please. They're sitting there wanting to part ways with their cash. Why should they?
Listen, you know, shortly after COVID, I took a very, very conscious decision that in my career from this point moving forward, I want to create comedy that is the most relatable comedy ever. I want to cut out anything that is divisive, because that's the world we live in. I want to cut out anything that's negative and that kind of makes someone feel, oh, okay, I'm feeling like I'm being attacked over here. Because comedy has the ability to do that. And I was like, there's enough of that, and I respect that. But I want to cut out any swearing. I want to cut out anything that makes anyone go, oh, that made me a little uncomfortable.
My kid can't watch that.
So I've really created and crafted a show that is funny for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. I think at every point someone feels like the odd man out. And this show is just like an hour and a bit of letting our hair down and laughing. It doesn't matter whether you bring your granny or your 6-year-old kid. Everyone, well, maybe not your 6-year-old, your 13-year-old kid. Everyone is going to have a laugh, and that's what Odd Man Out.
Why do you want some people to roll their eyes at you in the audience as well? We'll bring the teenagers. We'll do that. Oh, buddy, so good to have you out. I wish the run was a little bit longer. Hey, come on, man.
Only a week. Listen, it's a long life. I've got many, many things planned. I've got a big festival I'm setting up in Joburg after this run called Laugh Africa Comedy Festival. So for now, I've just got a quick week in Cape Town. Make sure you get those tickets at Web Tickets ASAP.
And we said it. It said in the press release, laugh. You will laugh. And that's all we want out of comedy. We love you. We love the way that you frame life in this crazy country, in this crazy world at the moment. And as a parent of kids who are slightly younger, thank you for making it family-friendly, because I'm going to steal all your intellectual property and sell it as my own dad joke to my kid when I get home. It's Stuart Taylor, Odd Man Out on at the Baxter from the 4th to the 8th of March. Absolute gem. And yes, he is just ridiculously funny, but you've got to see him live. It's much funnier than he is here. Much funnier.
Every reason to get involved in it, man. He's here, and he's someone that you definitely want to have a part of an incredible evening with if you get those tickets, right? So here's another ticket you also want to get, and that's something that could allow you to win millions by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand in total estimated jackpots today, this Wednesday. So don't get left behind. Play Lotto for an estimated 10 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for 7 million, and Lotto Plus 2 for 6 million rand today. So this is a reminder to buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# and then you can just follow the USSDs. It's that simple, and all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and make sure you get yourself in the running to win big. And that's by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So play now. Now listen, there's a lot to still look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. As you can see, I'm walking past what looks like fashion at its finest, and I think that's a little sneak peek about what's going to be happening right after this. We are diving into the latest and the greatest when it gets talking about your style, getting donned to the nines, and I'm sure Woolies are going to do exactly that. So don't go anywhere. And then we got some quick fire questions with our artist of the day. So we're dressing up and we're shooting out some questions, and we'll see you straight after this. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good fam. Right now it is time to refresh your wardrobe with Woolworths. Now stylist Taryn Oppel joins us with pro styling advice on how to shop smart and style effortlessly and also refresh your look for the season. And we're getting into a bit of a transitional season where we're wanting to buy some more things, but should we be spending all our money is the question. So I'm an impulse buyer. I'm just gonna admit it. I feel like you do this already, Expresso fam. If I see something I wanted, I'm gonna buy it. But we don't want to do that in 2025. So how do we kind of switch gears and maybe buy timeless pieces instead?
I mean, you know, I always preach about a timeless piece. And impulse buys, we've all been there. And you know what, to be honest, I actually don't think there's anything wrong with that if it's something that you absolutely love. You love the way it looks on you. It oozes your personality, then why not? But if we want to replenish our wardrobe with, you know, something that will last, something that will stand the test of time, we're going to look for amazing fabrications. We're going to look for those timeless classics, but maybe we can find a little balance. I mean, just for example, okay,
let's see.
The dress I'm wearing today, it's a white dress. So you look at it and go, cool, white dress. One and done, great, easy to style and everything, but if you look closer at the anglaise embroidery, the little knot detail in front, there's those little differences that sort of take it to another level. So it then becomes an elevated basic. So this is something that because of the color and because of the silhouette, it's not gonna date at all. I love but it does have something special to it, and I think that's the trick.
Okay, I like this. Also, you do stand out. The sleeves with the, everything just looks so good on you. How about balancing trends season to season with something a bit more classic? Can you do both? Should you do both? Or is it a balance between
Well, obviously, like you, the impulse buyer is going to buy those trendy pieces. Like I just said, nothing wrong with it. But then, you know, you're going to have those building blocks and those foundation basics in your wardrobe to then pair it with. And I think that's where those classics work, is that it's always going to work with something that you love, and that's a statement. I mean, we do have some examples here today of things that are on sale at the moment.
Please
at
show us.
So I'm going to start, just because we're on the classic white train. I'm just going to pull out this example of a really great linen blend top.
Giving vacation.
It's giving vacation. Maybe keep it for the next one. I don't know. But again, it's those details, those little sort of embroidery details that take it to another level. And then, as well as your linen blends, you've also got your 100% cottons.
Love.
So this is also a simple shirt dress, but then it comes with this really interesting sort of Aztec printed belt. So that also takes it up a notch. But I mean, you can take the belt off and put on your own sort of pop of color belt if you want. And then with those sort of white colors, you can add that pop of red. You can add that shoe, that bag.
The lipstick.
The
red
I love how we didn't actually... We are
share the same
telepathic. I know. And then there's something fun like this.
I like this. And it comes with the matching bottom.
It does come with a matching bottom. But what's great about this is that when you have matching bottoms, you can also sort of separate them and wear them separately. This might scream and go, okay, this isn't a basic, but it's not, doesn't hurt to have something so bold in your wardrobe that you can pair with a pair of denims or a shorts or your white linen pants as well. So that is something that also works really well. And we absolutely cannot forget the denims that are available in store as well. These are obviously, this is a sort of a trendy cut. It's more of a Bermuda almost style, but the color is great. It's sort of washed, but it doesn't have any what you call it, the lines, distress. So this was
a
also
very
something
90s, which is classic.
Which is great. Pair this with a white tee, a boxy white tee. Done. So those are really great pieces that you would find in women's. Then on the men's front, I spoke about really great fabrications. So this is your sort of like fatigue, khaki, linen blend shirt that could go with absolutely anything. But then you want to
pick up
it a notch and add some print, and you can balance your basics with something a little bit more out there. And then just on that tonal front again, we've got a really cool sort of palm print shirt, but then you pair it with your classic chino, create a bit of a tonal look. I think this also works really well. I think tonal colors really do make you stand out as well. It's like just an easy way to style things.
And it looks like you've got your things together, you know?
100%.
You look so good.
100%.
Taryn, I would love to see the styling on some models.
Thought so.
And I know that you've got some people on standby that look so good. We have to let...
We're bringing in the whole fam.
The family looks so...
We obviously have the baby of the moment.
Come
Her baby
on.
is so
You're so
adorable. But now
gorgeous.
you've really caught his attention.
I have. Oh, there he
So
is.
these are just some examples of the things that you would find on sale at Woolworths at the moment. And I spoke about pairing those basics with a little bit something more trendy. So Lataba's got her what seems like a basic white tee, but then she's got that detail on her sort of voluminous sleeve. The shorts actually comes with that straw belt, which is so fun. And then just pairing it with like a statement sandal just really takes it to another level. Raul is doing that tonal thing we spoke about, so this printed shirt, but then paired with a cargo shorts.
What an interesting print as well. Like, is it a flower? Is it a paintbrush?
It's almost like someone took a paintbrush and sort of abstract. It's really interesting. And then, of course, Jaylee in her matching set, how adorable. And I spoke about adding accessories and turning it up a notch. So we're going to take Jaylee maybe to a little bit of a market. Maybe she's come from the beach. We're going to add some straw, because that's also screams summer. And these accessories are things that you can honestly keep in your wardrobe season after season. Just add them to whatever you've added to your wardrobe. And
oh my goodness, I love that.
Amazing. And then for Latabo, something as simple as a monochrome scarf could turn it around. My babe's going to watch me now. I'm going to teach you a thing or two, babes.
Aww.
And if you just tie this on, add some print to what seems like a very simple outfit. just takes it to a whole other level. So we must not forget about our accessories.
Yes, and don't forget about the baby either.
I mean, look at him.
He looks so cute.
He's ready for any event, essentially.
He really is.
He could go to breakfast like that. He could go to a birthday, a wedding. It's just a great...
He's so ready.
What I love is that something like this that's on sale is something that is so great to get for a special event.
Yeah.
You obviously, you know, look at full price and but this is something that's obviously going to be very affordable and have your baby look adorable.
Come on, who wouldn't want the whole family looking on point when they step outside the house? And like you said, it is pieces that they can keep for a while. It's not trendy to the point where it's going to go out of style.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the fam is looking good. Ryle, oh, my goodness. Babies look so good on you. Come on, man. We need an Expresso baby. ASAP. Come on.
I vote
goodness. Yes. I love that. Thank you, models. Thank you so much, Taryn, for showing us how we can really elevate our style and refresh our style.
Yes.
Most importantly, I think that's so important. And right now, Expresso fam, get 30% off selected women's, men's, and kids' fashion, footwear, and accessories. And this is valid until the 9th of March 2025. Now, you can shop this deal at Woolworths. Of course, you know it's available in store, online, and on the app. Happy shopping. Remember that T's and C's, of course, apply.
So while we slam the broodiness brakes on really fast and hard right now, we love it. Cute, adorable, absolutely affordable. We are there for that. Just like we are here for coffee today. We have been experiencing coffee in some incredible ways. Obviously, we've got our dessert sorted, a nice coffee cake. This is our coffee crusted steak, a ribeye to be specific, that I am now adorning with our coffee barbecue sauce. Absolutely amazing. Chef Kelly has been in the hot seat in the kitchen all morning and she has blown us away. And you can find all our recipes at expressoshow.com. I know you're looking at the steak saying, hey, but where are the sides? Don't worry, we got you covered. We're going to tackle some beautiful seasonal South African veggie sides that are ready for your dinner plate tonight. We will continue on that journey while we put, speaking of the hot seat, Erin back into the hot seat for yes, another performance and some quick fire questions. It's time to find out what she's really thinking after this. I need a knife and a fork, I think. Look at it. Wow. Welcome back. Your timing is spot on as we play a game of Quickfire questioning with our artist of this morning, Erin Elliott, who's been absolutely amazing. And I don't imagine that you can't be not authentic, because it's just your vibe.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous when someone says we're going to play Quickfire questions and
I'm
I
not
want to
going
choose?
to lie, I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't been prepped. So I actually have no idea what you're going to ask me. So this is going to be very... Yeah, very honest.
That's tough. I love it.
Yes.
That's exactly why you do it. You've hit the nail on the head. We want honest answers. I don't want you to think too much. Just tell me what's sitting in that gut. And these are really interesting. They reveal quite a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to dive right in. This one is really interesting. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
I think if I have to say local, Loyiso.
Oh,
Obsessed.
really? Yeah.
Obsessed. I don't even know if our voices go well together. I'm just obsessed with him.
Yeah,
I love
no,
him.
completely.
I want to
Fair
write
game.
with him. I want to sing with him. I want to do something with him. Loyiso, phone
You're
me.
listening, you're watching. I like that. That was quite a stake of claim. I absolutely love that. And maybe you can answer this one at home as well. Craziest thing a fan has done at one of your shows?
Oh, I can't think of anything like super crazy they've done at the show, but I do remember being in Woolies in my kind of pajamas and all of that, and someone came up to me while I was grabbing cheese. I thought she wanted cheese, but she actually just wanted to say hi to me.
While you were in
I was a
pajamas.
little embarrassed, yeah. So that
It's
was more
okay.
me doing something silly.
Please, if you've
but-
got a picture of Erin in her pajamas holding cheese, we'd like to see it right now, please. I'd love to. This one might put you on the spot. Favorite Cape Town artist? Because we do see little notes popping
that's
up
not
all over
fair
the place.
because I'm friends with so
I
many
know.
people. But if I have to talk like historically, like who's inspired me the most and who's been such a great like mentor to me in South African music industry, is definitely Majosi.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
he
he's
must
such a
have
great
special
friend of
place for
mine,
you.
and like
Yeah.
even before we were friends, looked up to him as an artist, and he's just supported me and given me so much great like guidance and advice. And
Because he's lucky, eh?
He's the best.
He
You're
is
the
just,
best,
you
man.
know, I know I've been calling everyone a sweet human being, but he's one of the sweetest. You must, I don't know, either never get invited to karaoke or get invited every weekend. I don't know, but when you do, what song do you sing?
Pink Pony Club.
Oh, really?
Chapel Roan, yes. It's part of my set list, so I am cheating. but
Exactly. When was the last
yeah.
time someone invited you to go karaoke?
I did karaoke on Saturday night.
With people or alone?
With a lot of people, yeah. It was my husband's birthday, so we did
That is
karaoke, yeah.
cool. Oh, happy birthday. What's his name?
Warren, he's watching right now.
Waza. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, big guy. We love you. I'm not going to sing for you, don't worry. If you could perform at any music festival, which would it be and why would you pick that one?
In the whole world?
In the whole
Coachella.
wide world. Okay,
Like,
fair
that's the
game.
biggest one in the whole world, right? Like, I
Um,
think that's the
and-
biggest
and-
stage with the biggest artists, and yeah.
In studio, recording music,
Mm-hmm.
on a stadium kind of stage, at a festival, being out there performing. Which are you more happy, comfortable in? Which space?
Oh, they're so different. Like, I love being in a studio. I feel like in the studio, actually, when you're recording vocals, there's more pressure. And I'm starting to find my feet with live performances and that. So that's way more fun, I think. But writing in the studio, absolutely my favorite. Performing and vocally, doing live performances is more fun.
I love it. Well, we get a little bit of both this morning. I love the fact that we've got new music. We've got you here in person. I wish we had a festival full of people to join us, but we'll do our absolute best because you give us absolute gold every time you're on the show. So thank you so much for being here. We love her, and we're not going to let her leave. In fact, in just a moment, she's going to be performing one last time, a little bit for us, but mainly for you.
Oh, thank you so much, Gray. Right now, it is time to look at what is new at Woolies. Product developer Vuyolweto Vuyon Kalachana is here to introduce us to Woolies' latest vegetable sides. And they are so delicious. They're in front of me, so tempting. Now, it's inspired by the bold and diverse flavors of our local cuisine and landscape. These sides promise to bring you closer to the heart of Africa, and South Africa in particular. Vuyo, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing such goodness. Stuff that also feels very homey,
Yes.
feels very close to us. And we know that Woolworths is always committed to just quality and innovation. So when it comes to this, I mean, what is the inspiration behind this?
So we were inspired by Umleqwa and Ox Tribe, which was launched by the Woolies protein team. We were inspired essentially by the South Africanness of it all. We looked to our own products and our ranges and thought, what could we create that would resonate with consumers, that would resonate with the feeling of home?
Right.
So, and this is the range that we brought forward.
Oh my goodness. And speaking about the range, it has range, okay? It looks a bit like 7 colors without the protein, but of course, like you said, we can add the hard body chicken if we need to. Before we get into that though, what do we have before us? I assume this is creamy samp.
Yes.
Okay, what do we have?
So we can start with the creamy Sam. So before us, we have three. Currently, we have 3 of our products on the range. So beginning with our creamy Sam. It's beautiful Sam with cream and herbs. It's a beautiful, savory flavor. It can be prepared with your favorite protein side. And over here, we have our pumpkin pap. So maize meal mixed with pumpkin puree. It's this beautiful, vibrant orange color and a slight sweetness that pairs really well with the pumpkin as well. And then over here, we have our umfino, which is also known as isigwamba. So this is maize meal mixed with greens, spinach that we have mixed it with. It's a soft, savory pap, and we would say it's an entry point for someone who's not familiar maybe with the dishes that we have in our range. So yeah, a starting point to get yourself familiar with some of these dishes.
I mean, the starting point to make you jump because you're going to enjoy everything. Now, you can't bring this and have me not taste it. So, Leo, I'm going to give you the honorable spoon and we're going to taste it together, all right? The Samp has to go first because it just looks incredible. Not even a TV bite because it's so good. That is delicious. All right.
Creamy, comforting,
Growing up, my parents would make soup and had the Sams in there, and this tastes exactly like that. I love it. I'm seeing men creeping into our frame, and I'm wondering why they're here, because the girls were supposed to eat today. But it's okay. I'll allow y'all.
Hello. We've just come to support.
Okay.
What's
I
with
would
the
suggest that you
teaspoon?
taste this. Graham, that's the amount
Thank
that you get.
Wow.
But please taste the rest of it.
Yeah, I would love to.
This pumpkin dish we've actually made on the show before, and we were told it's not only South African, but across the whole continent, they've got variations of this dish. So that's really lovely. Yeah, try it.
I like the way you're holding your spoon there, like, ain't nobody gonna take this spoon.
We'll fight you.
I'm gonna ask you, why did it take so long to bring this to us? Wow. It's warm, it's inviting, it's like something that is comfort food, and this is a side, right? When we're talking about, that's a main meal for me right there.
100%.
I absolutely love that. That is delicious. What is it that I'm eating though? Because I don't know is it pumpkin?
Isijingi, also known as umqa or pumpkin pap. So it's maize meal and it's mixed with a pumpkin puree. It's got a
pumpkin pap. That's amazing. I need this for like post-workouts and post-events, the perfect carb.
But just, I'm thinking of how creative foodies and chefs can get with something like that.
Absolutely.
Different consistencies, different moisture
You
levels.
can make a fritter out of that, probably. Okay, try the Sam.
Okay, I'm trying the Sam.
Immediately.
Can I have the steak, please?
Right? And that's what I was going to ask you. What would you serve these with?
That is delicious.
So creamy Sam, I would go a delicious, beautiful, slowly braised short rib.
Oh, yes.
So imagine that beautiful, rich beef flavor.
I
am
imagining that right now.
Creamy, velvety Sam. Pumpkin pap is jingy. I would go just with a little bit of milk, a little bit of sugar.
Oh.
Just as is. It's a beautiful dish as
Turning it
is.
into a dessert.
You've just made...
Breakfast is what I
You've just made someone miss their gogo now. Someone is missing their grandmother right now because of what you've just said. Oh.
And then what seems like this sort of mashed up healthy infusion of some sorts. What is going on here?
Okay, so this is umfino.
Umfino, okay.
Yes. So maize meal mixed with leafy greens, so spinach.
Okay. I was wondering what the greens were. The spinach brings such a beautiful balance to this. I don't know if they've added salt in here or not, but it's got such a lovely flavor profile.
Flavor?
What is going on here? Look at
It's great.
I don't do that a lot, but this is just happening. It's just happening. That's when you know it's a sign of absolute perfection, but more so like cultural perfection, because it's amazing how we can still get this right and bring it to the consumers right literally their doorstep. Because I know how much time it takes to get this right when you're doing it the traditional, proper way. Thank you. Wow, this is enough to celebrate. These are not sides, these are main meals for me.
But I assume that you've tasted all of it. What's your favorite?
Are you allowed to have a favorite?
I would say my favorite is umfino because for me it's the most reminiscent of home. And actually we do have 2 new products that are also going to be added onto the range in the next couple of weeks. So watch this space, and if you want to know more, invite me on the next episode.
Oh, wow. We'll see you soon.
We didn't realize it comes with spice as well. I like that. No, you guys have outdone yourselves in that crazy Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kitchen place where you make these things, because it is so delicious. And I'm thinking also the value within something like this is also really stand out for me.
The impact is
Amazing.
crazy. Thank you, Vuyo. We appreciate your work.
Wow.
And thank you, Woolworths. Come on.
Well
You have
done.
really reimagined traditional African recipes, but of course with a unique and convenient twist, now offering a bold and modern take on beloved classics. Explore these African-inspired vegetable sides now at Woolworths, available, of course, in-store, online. But don't hold back, because it's also there on the app. And I'm telling you, it's worth your money.
I'm going to give
go
it a
to-
rile.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, stop, guys. I can't have one. Wow. I see why this is the favorite. Oh, my goodness.
Ah, shame, that poor little steak is like...
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you know what it is. It's your feel-good breakfast show, opening up right here on S3 and giving you a chance to become a millionaire. And that's right, you could be winning millions by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. So don't get left behind. You want to play Lotto for an estimated 10 million rand. There's Lotto Plus 1 for 7 million rand and then Lotto Plus 2 for 6 million rand, and it's all happening today. So you want you to do the following, right? Buy those tickets now. You can get it in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. It's that simple, and we made it even easier by putting these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and make sure you get yourself in the running to win big by playing the Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 23 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So all you got to do is play, play, play. And we're going to get someone to play right now because honestly, she's made us so happy. Her voice is incredible and happiness is best shared. So let's share Erin Elliott with you one last time.
Hey guys, this is my new song, All I Want. It's available on all streaming platforms, and this is all about being positive about who you are as a woman.
All I want is a flat pack tummy, dimples gone like a Playboy bunny, perfect skin and pores you can't see, forehead tight and wrinkle free. All I want is a 5-star figure, lashes long and my lips a little bigger. What's it gonna take to like what I see? 'Cause those girls, I don't wanna cringe every time that I see my reflection in a shop window, turning in the itty bitty dress, and I get in a silly little mess. I don't wanna go to the beach a girl. When you're waiting for perfect, waiting for a cure. Is that just what it feels like to be a girl? All I want is a fat pack tummy, dimples gone like a Playboy bunny, perfect skin and pores you can't see, forehead tight and wrinkle free. All I want is a 5-star figure, lashes long and my lips a little bigger. What's it gonna take to like what I see? 'Cause those girls, I don't wanna hate on myself, but I gotta pretend that it's a natural glow, feeling jello and feeling so depressed, and it's making it so hard to confess. The weight of my body holds the weight of the world. Is that what it feels like to be a girl? If I'm waiting for perfect, waiting for a cure, is that just what it feels like to be a girl? All I want is a flat pack tummy, dimples gone like a Playboy bunny, perfect skin and pores you can't see, forehead tight and wrinkle free. All I want is a 5-star figure, lashes long and my lips a little bigger. What's it gonna take to like what I see? 'Cause those girls, I try to believe in, all because I'm searching for meaning. Those girls I'm like, gotta get me out, but now I'm trapped by the feeling. Like you see how they don't look like me. They don't look like me.
Oh, she's here for us. She's here for herself. She always shows up, but she's here for you. I love the thrust behind the new music.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
It's not even like my favorite genre, but now I'm gonna have to change my statement and
I
say
think
it is,
so.
because honestly, I loved everything about that. It's the energy we need. It's got that gusto.
Bit of
Makes me
rock
wanna-
out,
makes me wanna
yeah.
accomplish something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Look what we have accomplished this morning. Albeit,
Wow.
yes, Chef Kelly did like 99.9% of the work, and then Willie stepped in with the sides. But absolutely beautiful. Loved it.
Guys, I need to just reminisce on the sides again, because wow, I had no idea it was gonna taste that good.
Yeah.
It is full. You don't have to add.
Flavorful.
I'm like a salt guy and a spice guy, and I always add it. Nothing. That is perfection.
I just
right
want to put
there.
sugar and cinnamon on that with a little bit of milk. But do you know what I need? I have a burning desire to get more music in today's segments. We've got Erin with us for just a moment longer. Let's close out this amazing morning that you've been a part of. So thank you to you with another banger from Erin Elliott.
Backstage with the smoke and a six string, the perfect picture of a tainted traitor. You tell your friends that nobody can fix me. I'm damaged goods wrapped in pretty paper. I'm psycho, I'm selfish, I'm falling apart. I've got big issues, no boundaries, and I broke your heart. You hate my family, my feelings, and you think that I suck. My pretty paper better be. You're toxic, yeah, you're under my skin. Got your opinion in my pocket and it's wearing me thin. You wanna tear me off and drag me down. Get in the clouds, I'm feeling it now. You're toxic. Front page, tell me, who did your makeup? I get the feeling that you called in a favor.
Nada. Feel Good Production.
And you think that I suck? My pretty paper better be. 'Cause you're toxic, yeah, you're under my skin. Got your opinion in my pocket and it's wearing me thin. You wanna tear me up and drag me down. I have my head in the clouds, I'm feeling it now. Toxic, you're toxic, you're toxic.
breaker.